modernize you. You don't wanna miss it. Got the dopest guess when we kick it. Stay lit like the night before Christmas. Tony and Duke, best in the business. Watch them get it. Go to YouTube, search IBNX Radio, the Lit Network. Entertainment guarantee. Have you laughing to ya? Because we lit. That right, we lit. You know we lit. We lit, we lit, we lit. Tony and Duke stay lit. Turn it up, they lit. Start the show, they lit.
All right, and we're back. Brand new week. Brand new week. Claps. Not the VD. Just applause from the audience. How y'all doing? This is Duke. That's Doom.
It's your girl, Toni Dominique, and we clearly see how this Monday is already starting off. But how was your weekend?
My weekend was great. I had an awesome weekend. Thanksgiving weekend. You know, spent some time with family, spent time with my daughter, you know, spent time with a beautiful young lady, you know, so. I had a great weekend.
That's so cute.
I had a great weekend.
Yeah. What did y'all do? What did you do for Thanksgiving?
I just kicked it with the fam, you know, nothing major. Went to the little spot.
The little spot?
Your little chill spot?
Went to the little spot.
Okay, all right.
Dinner and an after party.
Are you tired of leftovers at this point? Or are you a person that can eat leftovers for like 10 days after?
See, the thing about it is, right, personally, you know, I'm not going to say my family grew up with money, but
y'all don't eat leftovers.
Y'all like.
We grew up on, no, we ate leftovers. So I feel like it's one of them things, if you was a kid and you grew up on leftovers heavy, like, you come home, like I played baseball, so when I came home from baseball, it wasn't no McDonald's, wasn't no Burger King. It's ravioli in the cabinet.
Oh shit.
Or it's leftovers in the refrigerator. Or it's ramen noodles.
Oh yeah.
It's my parents used to call it fend for yourself night.
Not fend for yourself.
So growing up, and you had mom and dad in the house, correct?
Yeah.
So growing up, how often did your mother cook? Out of 7 days.
You wanna know what's funny?
What's that?
My parents have been. I'm 27. My parents are going on 27 years of marriage. My dad does most of the cooking.
Really?
And my mom, you know, we laugh about this, but my mom, you know, when she's at her job, she's a nurse. She works at Children's. When, you know, all the women get together and they talk their yang, talk their slang or whatever. All the women make fun of my mom because my mom she ain't gonna cook. She will cook.
She got her specific 1-2s.
Yeah, but my dad is a cook. My dad loves to cook.
Listen, I'm not making fun of no woman that got a man that can cook.
Yeah.
Never am I ever.
Yeah. I just think it's one of those skill sets where men at one point would only kind of just keep themselves in the grilling, maybe, you know, fish frying area.
Oh, my dad do all that.
But
yeah.
You know, and like for me, I can cook. You know, I could cook pretty well. I haven't got to the grilling part.
Can you cook or can you throw down?
I get busy. I haven't got to the point of cooking like Thanksgiving meals and things like that because I'm never hosting Thanksgiving. You see what I'm saying? Now I never cooked a whole turkey, but I've cooked turkey parts and, you know, things like that, the wing, the leg, or however, so on and so forth.
But you from the NO, so if you said anything less than that, I'm gonna look at you different.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a cook. It's just innately.
Everybody I know from the NO, man, woman, whatever, y'all throw down.
Yeah, it's innate. It almost kind of comes like our palate is. You know, some people like. Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry. I cut my conversation. Don't worry about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
We gotta listen to him for real.
Man, listen to that shit. We don't give a damn about your upbringing. Sound like you about to go deep anyway. We ain't got time. We only got a 2-hour show. Fuck. So, but nah, man, just, you know, cooking. I just love good food. It's just something about cooking. I think cooking and music, food and music, is just one of those cohesive things. You know what I'm saying? That just bring people together. We don't really have to speak the same language or anything like that. Be from the same, you know, walk of life. But, you know, when you drop that music and you know, when you drop that plate of food, man, that's just, you know. So, but I love both of them. I love music and food. But so, you know, I was able to get a lot of that this weekend. I'm about tired of the turkey and the dressing and all that. You know, I'm burnt out.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I got people from, you know, Louisiana, Texas, all that. I'm trying to get some etouffee, man.
Etouffee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
right.
some.
I think one of the best ways to do that is to go down there, kick it, and just befriend a young lady. You know, get her on your team. You know what I'm saying? Eat you some crawfish. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's just the best way to do it. You know.
Or some boudins.
Yeah, you can eat some boudin.
Yeah.
You can eat you some fried. You like oysters? You like fried oysters?
Man, look,
I prefer my oysters fried.
New Orleans is the first time where I went and got some gator.
It's good, isn't it? That shit off the
Tastes
chain.
just like damn chicken, man.
Bruh. What about frog? You like frog legs?
I've never personally tried it, but I heard if you do what you need to with them.
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah,
the frog legs, right, bro. I love frog legs.
Y'all hungry? What's y'all life in order? I mean,
Yeah, we over here reminiscing of food. We sound like two fat motherfuckers.
Like, what is this?
Two fat boy. You're like, boy, what's your cereal choice, boy?
What is this? We gonna go ahead and get rolling with the show because they over here having cooking dreams. We gonna play the first song of the night. It is "Rush" by Takira.
We lit.
Come here, relax, come chill with me, make memories, there's no need to rush. Let go your past, fulfill my needs, live out our dreams, there's no need to rush. You are my life, nothing competes, with you I feel free, there's no need to rush. Let's live our lives, let's live our dreams, we all we need, there's no need to rush. There's no need to rush. Just focus on us, just focus on love. There's no need to rush. There's no need to rush. Just focus on us, just focus on love. I want your love, I want your trust. Just focus on us. No need to rush. I can't control what's in my soul. Can't let you go. There's no need to rush. There's no need to rush. Just focus on us. Just focus on love. I can be all you need, all you need, all you need, all you need. I can be everything, 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 everything. I can be all you need, all you need, all you need, all you need. I can be everything, everything.
Oh yeah,
It's a
and we
lot.
back. That was lit. I love that right there.
Y'all had a little vibe with that?
Oh yeah.
No
Don't need to rush.
Yeah.
What you rushing for? That's not like
Simmer
that sex.
down.
That's
Slow
that
down.
sex music. That's what. That's when she tell you don't need to rush, and
got all night.
she pull your condom off with no hands. Huh?
Not with no.
Huh? I'm telling you, you gotta watch him. You gotta watch. You get a seasoned veteran. She rides you a certain way. What? Pull your whole shit off. You're like, wait, that thing feel a little bit better. Huh? You ever felt that? You be like, that thing hit a little bit. It's cushier.
I cannot.
Why is it so cushy?
No.
So yeah, don't rush. Take your time with it, man. Kiss it all over.
Kiss it off.
Sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta kiss it all behind the ear. Sometimes you gotta throw a toe and or a heel in your mouth. Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but sometimes.
Look, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I noticed something different when you put that toe in the mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it's something to know on. You know what I'm saying? Something to know on. You know what I'm saying? But it's something when you put the heel in your mouth or that toe and it's crusty.
You lick the whole you lick the whole foot. You lick the whole foot.
Oh.
And it go from, you know how you can look at somebody's foot and you can see that they've been walking in flour.
But let me ask you this though.
Yeah.
You ever had something in missionary, and
What is going on?
and when you look at the pads of the feet, it's about as black as this cable top.
Yes, sir.
What you do then? You in it now?
Yes, sir.
Do you gracefully bow out? You know, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this right here.
No.
Or do we finish the job?
You finish the job.
Because it's about commitment.
It is about commitment.
See?
How did we even get here? Y'all, I don't know what kind of romance connection y'all got tonight, but we are not.
just saying.
It is time for everybody's favorite segment, Tony's Hot Tea Topics.
If there's something hot to talk about, whatever it is, you know that we gon' put it out here on Tony's Hot Tea Topics. Tony's Hot Tea Topics tonight.
All right, lovers and losers. Let's see what's going on in the mainstream world. First of all, as we should know, or we may not know, because she did announce on her social media, because that's how you know everything in life is real once it hits Instagram. So Summer Walker announced that she is pregnant by London on the track, and y'all know I was talking about London on the track maybe last week or the week before about the issue he was having with his one baby mom, Erica. Well, Summer Walker is barely even showing good, and she already said it was a waste of time. She already on her social media saying that, he's not helping, he really trying to be there. He promised her all these dreams that apparently he is not committing to. And I mean, it'd be like that sometimes. But that also...
Can I ask a question? What do these women think? They think that other women are lying? Or do they think that their snatch and what they sit on is that powerful that you can change the guy? I would think option B. I don't think it's option. I don't think they look and be like, boy, there's a lot of rumors. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about you hear old girl, man. Old girl got that. Old girl got that package. You be like, ooh, I ain't about to go and overstep the rumor of. You know what I'm saying? The rumor's there for a reason. If there's smoke, there's fire somewhere.
But see, the thing about it, you're thinking from a logical, a dude standpoint.
Maybe he just got that stuff that mesmerized.
Man, but see, that's another thing too. But a lot of times, too,
But going into it, like you use protection, use some type of. What they call that? What's the high end word for protection?
It's some people in the world.
Contraceptive. There you go.
It's some people in the
Nuvarines
world
and all
that
type of
energy.
shit.
Once their energy hit another person's energy, you get engulfed in it. You don't
That's
even know
an
what you're doing.
excuse.
that isn't.
That's not even a valid excuse. That sounds like a very immature, childish, middle school, barely
You don't know
ninth
what
grade
happened.
excuse.
But see,
Summons.
Duke, you're saying this, and a lot of women are like, they're looking at you right now and like, no, that's.
And they
but,
dogging
but,
me.
but you don't understand.
But that's because a lot of women don't want to be accountable for
They don't want to know the truth. They don't
you
want.
know what I'm saying? They don't want to be accountable. It's always
Bro,
never
man.
fully their fault. You know what I'm saying? It's he swindled me, and
Well, either way,
he was so fucking nice.
She's pregnant now, and nothing she can really do about it. But that also brings it back to Erica,
out here raw fucking.
who was last week, having an issue where she was saying she
just
couldn't
met
get her son, that London was holding him back, and she was just trying to see her son and spend some time with her son. Well, London didn't say much. He just came out and said, I respect all my children's mothers, and I want the best for my kids, and I'm just trying to protect it. But his manager was not as nice with it. He said Erica was actually out going out the country to get butt lifts, and she only wants to see her child on Mother's Day for photo ops and on her birthday, just to make sure her friends know that she is a caring mom. So he said all that stuff that she got online, it ain't
So the
real.
kid lives
It's
with
fake
with
news.
him. The kid lives with him.
Lives with Lundy.
Okay. All right. But listen, I'll say this. A lot of times women holler different complaints about their kid's father or whatnot. And a lot of men just don't complain like that. You know what I'm saying? Our threshold for emotional pain is high. We just learn how to deal. We're taught to not complain. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I think in some aspects it's good, you know, but in some ways we should speak up.
When you speak up though, you get looked at different.
You do get looked at different. And I think men are just not accustomed to verbalizing how you should treat me or handle me or you know, view me. You know what I'm saying? We just like, oh, you on the bullshit you on? Fuck you then. You know what I mean? And we move forward and we just do the best we can without you in the picture as much as possible. And we just figure out how we can better the situation from our end. We don't really try to worry about dictating what you're doing. I know a lot of guys that have their kids and they don't put their baby mothers on child support. They can, and I guess legally they should. They just work it out and figure it out. But, you know, a lot of women don't do it, and I'm not saying that you're wrong if you do it. You know, I just think that, you know, women, the victim role fits well in a woman's corner a lot easier, and it seems like it's, you know, it's not as fitting for a man to play victim. You know, like for instance, a young lady, I think I spoke about this on the show before when I was like, I saw the show Iyanla Vanzant was talking to Rick Ross' ex-girlfriend, and she kept complaining that she picked men like Rick Ross. He doesn't respect her, he doesn't value her, and she was an ex-dancer turned video vixen or whatever. And she always reverted back to blaming it to her dad because how her dad treated her growing up. But if it was a young man, and he would say, hey, my dad wasn't there, that's the reason why I'm breaking and entering, that's the reason why I have a arrest record. They won't say, oh, it's your dad, let's understand why he's in the circumstance he's in. So a man has to be fully accountable, but sometimes a woman could lay the blame on something and kind of take a back seat and don't have to be as accountable. In society, we'd be like, hey, we understand it.
Did they hit your spirit a little bit?
Well, I just feel like it was just, you know, I had to express that. You know what I'm saying?
My thing about it is
can
this.
see.
Look, no disrespect to my black women, my sisters, but y'all have people that speak for y'all all the time. But if somebody speaks for a man or speaks for black men in general,
Yeah, just like the phrase toxic masculinity.
I'm not going there with
You
y'all
know,
because
I
that's
never
not
heard
where
of
the Toni
toxic-
Hot Tea topic goes, okay? So if y'all feel
You got
attacked,
crumbs all on you. Look at you. Get your crumbs off and let us
let
speak
me-
this
let
truth
me
here.
Let me have my crumbs. But anyway, I'm not going there with y'all because y'all not finna somber my night with the like black men need.
Here we
'cause
go,
I
here
love
we
black
go.
Okay, well,
men.
let me,
Here we go.
before we
Here we
close
go.
out, why is it that why we don't hear phrases like toxic femininity? Why do we continue to hear
Because
phrases
y'all
like
didn't
toxic?
create them.
Because we don't complain. We just roll and keep it moving.
Then what is the issue?
We only bring it the issue when you bring the issue on
I-
us.
I didn't-
Then we ain't acting right.
No, nobody in this conversation today talks about anybody.
No, we talking about the subject at hand is her saying he ain't shit, and I'm saying maybe he is shit. Maybe you're not shit from what he's saying. Photo ops and only being there sparingly just to look good for the gram. You know what I mean?
That is a possibility. It is a very good possibility that you're raising. But at
You-
the end of the day,
you want to know something crazy? Somebody I used to talk to is friends or best friends with this Erica girl. I never met her personally, but I know they talk to me all the time about this situation. And
What's the lowdown? Give it to us.
no. Anyway,
Fuck that.
next on
Our
the
sources says this Erica
next
chick
on
ain't
the
hitting on
list.
shit. Shout out to London on the track. Bros before. Whoa.
Next on the list, Mulatto is thinking about changing her name because she is getting a lot of pushback on what the meaning of the name is.
She didn't know. She didn't do her history,
She
her
did,
research.
She did her history, I'm sure, but she probably still was like, "That's a cool name."
she didn't
the
do her,
word
she didn't do her
itself.
history.
She didn't do proper research, extensive research.
Either way, if I made the name, I'm not changing my name. I'm sorry y'all feel some type of way. She may be mixed. I understand there's a negativity, but y'all still call each other niggas. So I mean, she calls her mulatto and make it a positive thing for her.
That's different.
I mean, but that's the thing. Stand on it.
That's different.
If you say I'm gonna
I'm
adopt
not
the
changing
name,
my
stand on it.
That's different.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it, but everybody feels an entitlement on something a person wants to do. If she wants to have that name,
But there's a lot of women
it's
that's
her
into
right.
things that they haven't quite did the history on. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, wow.
It's a lot of people. It's non-gender specific.
Okay, there you go. I'll take it back. It's not gender specific, but
Don't join the He-Man
you
Woman
you go
Club today.
you can go to the
He-Man
strip
Woman Haters
club. You can go to the
Y'all
strip
not-
club
y'all
and
not
see a
finna-
lot of Sarah Bartmans
Y'all
running around.
not about to He-Man
You know what I'm saying?
Woman Hater
Huh?
Club me.
Running around this bitch, you put yourself on display, and I'm not saying I don't partake. I'm not saying that. I'm not, but I'm just saying, women can use themselves and
Men got male
advance.
strip clubs too.
Let me hold on. Let me
There are male events.
Let me ask you this.
No.
There are not
there-
no male strip club.
yes,
Where's a
there
male
is.
strip club in Atlanta?
In Dunwoody.
Duke, let me ask you this. Let me
I
ask
done
Tony
been there
this. Let me
before.
ask Tony this.
I done
Duke,
been there before.
Duke, and let me ask Tony this. And Duke, I want to hear what you got to say when she responds to this.
Okay.
So if a dude created OnlyFans, how would he be looked at?
Like a dude with an OnlyFans.
Thirst trapper.
Y'all not finna try.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all are not finna He-Man Woman Hater Club
Listen,
me tonight.
women got the
The
number.
devil is
Women got the
alive.
number one cheat code, and that's what they sit on. Men got to go get money. We got to, hopefully, God bless us with a big dick.
Yeah.
We got to go and develop muscles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got to have a nice Mustang outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to have key things.
Well, maybe y'all need a confidence builder.
We got to have a goddamn King Cobra Mustang.
Figure it out.
You know
If
what
y'all
I'm saying?
are having emotional issues
look,
and y'all
look,
need to
and
sit
you-
down and y'all need to
And
have
you
a
better
conversation
you
with your
better be
counselor,
using it.
not me.
You better be using it like you a porn star or something. Because if you're not,
Right.
whoo,
Right.
Personal problems.
Right. Right. You ain't doing enough. Some want to get fucked. Some want to be
Some
made
of
love
y'all-
to.
Y'all done got
If you
some
meet one
issues
and you
in
fuck
life.
her and she won't love, she be like, you just fucking
That's
on
how
me.
it is.
If you make love to the other one, she like, damn, that's all I'm
Men
saying.
are
Choke
in
me.
their feelings. If men
They
ever
don't
was
know
in
what
their
they
feelings,
want.
They are in
Huh?
their feelings tonight. Ladies and gentlemen that are watching them.
They
men
don't
are in
know
their
what they want.
feelings. I'ma
just
move
saying.
on because I ain't here for it.
Y'all jumped me
Listen.
several times having multiple women on and told me out the frame. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all you gonna have to take this. You got to deal with it.
Well, y'all can't come for me because I ain't sent this for y'all. Y'all can stand at the door and wait. Anyway, Nate Robinson, he was knocked out first time in the ring. He went down. There are a million memes, a million.
Shout out to
pictures.
Nate Robinson.
He is
Shout out to
forever
Nate
a
Robinson.
meme. I don't know if you. I feel like in 2020 you were supposed to win that for the culture. You cannot
Nah.
fall down
Nah.
by a Caucasian.
hold on, fall down.
No, he got
Fall
knocked
down.
out. He got knocked
Look,
out.
no disrespect, but the white boy put him to sleep. He looked
Yeah.
rockabye baby.
No, he went
on the
night-night.
He
tree
went
top.
to sleep.
No, he
I'm
went
not
night-night.
saying, but I'm saying he was supposed to figure that out, and he was supposed to win that. I don't even.
Well, he didn't
understand.
keep his guards up. As I was watching it,
He
he
was
didn't keep
fighting
his guard up.
like when I was in kindergarten. I was seeing them windmills. Like I was like, what is going on?
But
I don't
dude,
even watch
Jake
fights
Paul
like
was
that.
throwing pretty much all haymakers to him. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So, and I feel like that hit when he got hit in the back of the head. I felt like I
That
think
took
that was
him out.
illegal. I think that was an illegal hit.
But no, but
It was behind the ear.
on some real stuff. If you know anything about boxing, Nate Robinson footwork, horrible. And my thing is, if you get into a boxing ring and your footwork is horrible, you're going 9 times out of 10. If you're fighting somebody that kind of know what they're doing, you're gonna get put to sleep. You're gonna get put to sleep. That's even on a street fight. If you think about all the fights when you was a kid that you seen happen when you was in middle school, high school, whatever, even maybe when you go out. If somebody does something, pants fall or they step the wrong way, they bow-legged, whatever the case may be, you're gonna get put to sleep. Hopefully you have somebody with you that can go ahead and when you get put to sleep, they can carry you to the car and you can go on about your business.
Carry him on out. Get him on out of here.
I cannot.
Nah, for real. Like this is some stuff, man. Like I saw another fight. I think it was on Instagram. It was guys in the army, and man, it was a black dude and a Hispanic dude, and this black dude he had to have box because I'm watching how he tap him.
Yeah.
He ain't just throwing wild. Everything is collected and he's connecting, and I'm like, ooh. And the Hispanic dude, it was looked like Nate Robinson, Jake Paul. This time the black guy was more like Jake Paul, and the Hispanic dude kept getting up and kept going for it, but he just didn't have enough. He didn't have enough. And he at the end he was Nate Robinson, and now there's a phrase now called what's the phrase, Tony? What's the phrase? You don't go night no more. Where you go?
Nate.
But shout out to Nate Robinson, even though I'm joking and shit. Shout out to Nate Robinson, And
I mean, that's a lot of people saying. You know, you got Floyd standing behind him.
Yeah,
and
Floyd.
The basketball community.
Floyd
is
gave him a shout
behind
out.
him. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Man, look, Tony, come on now. If your son got on national television and he got put to sleep like that, what?
Money Mayweather said we're not supposed to be out here.
No. We talking about your son. If your son got
Money Mayweather said you are supposed to be uplifting. So, you know, he don't uplift nothing but his checkbook. So if he's saying uplift another person, we might need to pay attention. This is 2020. The codes are out here. We're missing them. But anyway, last and not least on my list, Megan Thee Stallion and her ex-BFF, Kelsey Nicole. Kelsey Nicole comes in the picture and says that Megan Thee Stallion was sleeping with her man behind her back. She said the dude wanted her
Whore!
and they was with her first. And Megan Thee Stallion tried to step in and come for her. And since then, there was a diss track made to Megan Thee Stallion from Kelsey. It is called, what is it called? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's called Bustin' Back. And she samples from Who Shot Ya. So y'all, maybe if y'all
I heard
go,
her new joint is kind of weak. You know what I'm saying? I
y'all
didn't
want
get a
to go
chance to.
check that out.
you
and
talking about
listen
Megan
to
or
it.
Yeah, Megan. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is in reference to her new song Shots Fired. So y'all go compare and contrast on this woman rapper battle. I don't know, whatever. However they gonna work that out. Maybe it's entertainment purposes. Cause I'll beef with my best friend to make myself some millions. Absolutely. But
What if y'all had to get down to the love and hip hop squabble, you know, hair pulling, areola pop out moment? Because y'all go to that point.
how much money we making?
man, look.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, a couple thousand, because they ain't gonna give you millions.
Nah, they gonna give you a couple. They gonna
You're gonna give you some thousands, and then you're gonna get access to go and be on people different interviews.
But like
it's,
a good episode or whatever, or the good show, if you're a good quality castmate, which is why I think most of the women try to get to that over the top dramas, you're making $10K an episode.
all right, so you make a good
At
10K,
minimum.
and you get to go on the real. You know what I'm saying? They have an interview. So boom, are you ready to fight your friend? Areola pop out. You know what I'm saying?
And hopefully you got some good areolas.
You know what I'm saying? Because if they all saggy
be a
and
meme.
hairy and bumpy and all that, there's gonna be a
I
meme.
mean it.
Oh, they
I'm
ashy.
with it.
You know what I'm saying?
For 10K,
Oh,
a
they-
piece,
Crackly.
Oh, they got that. Oh, they cleft. You know what I'm saying?
for
Then you got an
10K a
innie,
piece, yes.
and hopefully the right one pop out. The innie pop out.
Oh, on one, hold on. On one,
this
on
fat
one,
man chest?
on one is higher than the other. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
they cockeyed.
They
You got a
droop-
biggie
yeah,
eye.
they're droopy.
I'm gonna be a meme like Cardi B.
I've actually seen that
We
though.
will
I've
not.
actually seen the cockeye when they offset.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Cardi B offset. Let's continue.
Whatever. We are going to play the next song of the night. Did we ever get Nights Like This? I wish that raindrops will fall. Anyway, no, but it's called Nights Like This by John Jiggs.
We lit.
Enjoy.
Never better. Better than ever. Yeah. It's the Monopoly. Nights like this, I wish. Go DJ, play my shit. Everybody wave your hands like this. Everybody wave your hands like this. Nights like this, I wish. Go DJ, play my shit. Buy a bottle if you with a bad bitch. Tryna get it to the crib and that's it. Y'all know my name. Now I'm in the game, shit, a whole lot changed. I'm tryna get a whole lot change. City near you on a sold out stage. I ain't stressing, got the dressing with the lead S. Stuntin' ain't nothing you can tell us. My new bitch pussy get the wet ass. My old bitch eating, that's a FedEx. I'm a different type of nigga, not y'all. I put that on everything, hot sauce. Paint dripping in the drop cloth. It's like the block, I'm just trying to get my rocks off. Turn me up loud, burn it up loud. All I wanna see is everybody get wild. J.I. 2 G's, you see. No telling car smelling like blue cheese. Nights like this, I wish. Go DJ, play my shit. Everybody wave your hands like
I'm just saying,
this.
like,
Everybody wave your hands like this. Nights like this, I wish. Go DJ, play my shit. Buy a bottle if you with a bad bitch. Tryna get it to the crib and that's it. I've been fired, the rest of y'all late. I don't get tired.
Yeah,
Shout
I mean,
out
all
Jeff
that. I feel
Gates.
like personally,
I be burning the FDR straight. Ass calm doing, I'm STR8. Grew up on Flanders, ain't got no manners. My work is A1, I give you a sampler. Been here from day one when they was in Pampers. We was on corners, they was on campus. Double trail, trouble on wheels. Double cups so my cup won't spill. These rap niggas ain't touching no skrill. But I be upstate getting Buffalo Bills. Turn me up loud, burn it up loud. All I wanna see is everybody get wild. J.I., 2 G's, you see. No telling car smelling like blue cheese. Nights like this I wish. Go DJ play my shit. Everybody wave your hands like this. Everybody wave your hands like this. Nights like this I wish. Go DJ play my shit. Buy a bottle if you with a bad bitch. Tryna get it to the crib and that's it. Y'all know my name. Y'all know my name. Y'all know my name. 2 G's, you see. Y'all know my name. Y'all know my name. Y'all know my name. 2 G's, you see. You see. You see.
Oh yeah, that was lit.
That was lit. Good job. Whoever that was. No, I'm just joking. John Jiggs, thank you. We got a lit. Lighters up. If Duke had his lighter, he'd be flicking
Oh,
the
where
lighter.
my shit at?
Where you got your... Oh, you got to find the lighter?
Somebody stole. You don't need like to steal
Somebody done
lighters from
stole
me,
my
bitch.
lighter. I thought people only steal your lighter when the song is not lit.
Let me see. I know I had it in this thing. I was looking for it earlier.
Oh, goodness. Well.
See that? Negro, you can't borrow. You can't let nobody use a goddamn thing. See that?
Why do you sound like somebody uncle?
Some bitch.
Somebody cranky uncle.
See that what I'm saying? That's why I don't like nobody touching my shit.
What's
Like
happening?
nobody touching a goddamn thing of mine. See that? I don't have my shit. When it's time to flick, I can't fucking flick a
Maybe
bic
you
or
left
nothing.
it in your car.
I ain't leave shit. Touching
It's the voice for me. It's the voice.
But nah, that was lit. I just love good music, man, and that's why we here. You know, it's a lot of artists wouldn't get opportunity to be heard. You know, by us or anybody else. So you know, continue to support. Let the artists know that you know your nephew, your cousin, your brother, your sister, whomever else. And we actually play all genres of music. So you know, we're not just selected. You know, in one little area, rap or R&B, whatever. If you got some country, whatever you got. You know, we open platform for all genres of music.
Alternative Christian.
Yes, alternative Christian. I like gospel music. You know what I'm saying? I like all forms of music. So, you know, send your music. For the longest, we were telling poets to send their poetry, but it seems like a lot of poets don't get in the booth and record their things.
They record it on their phone.
They record on their phone. They want to send you a little audio clip. You can't play that shit. This is a quality radio network here. Saying that's bullshit. But nah, shout outs to all the creators out there and you know, musical creators and things like that. And we appreciate everything that y'all send us.
Yes. And now to the highlight of the evening, we got Keith Vance in the building, comedian.
Give him some
Keith
claps. Give him some claps.
What up?
Not the VD shit. The audience appreciation and participation. Now you gotta introduce this guy right. Let's give it up for the one and only Keith Vance, king of the Caucasian women. When I tell you that dude, guy, boy, what I'm telling you, if you ever looking for a Caucasian woman for a photo op, you call Keith Vance. He gonna pull up for whatever assortment.
It's
You know
true.
what?
It's
That's
true.
That's okay because Caucasian women they'll like bring you in when you're black. They be like, oh my God, it's a black person, whether it's male or female.
Yeah, and then if you look
bring
at
you
him and you
in.
be around Keith, you can see that Keith is not threatening.
Not at all. Not at
The
all.
worst thing Keith ever did is not give you a jump when you needed it. And he got cables in the
He
car.
didn't let
You
you
know I
come in
got
front. He didn't let you cut in front of him.
Yeah, he was like,
So
see
don't
you
worry.
with that. Sorry, bro, I gotta go.
I'm on the way.
I gotta feed the funny, bro.
On my way to more Caucasian women.
Right. I can't pass up my Caucasian women. So let me ask you this, man.
Spare the few to save the many.
Where are you from originally?
I was born in Chicago, South Side,
Southside.
113th. Got
With the
family
Rock?
in
On
Chi-Town.
the south side of Chicago.
Yeah. I was up there till I was about 10. I've been in Atlanta like my whole life. I done lived in Decatur, Marietta, Kennesaw, East Side, West Side, North Side. I done lived all over Georgia. So I did live in Little
Did you
Rock
live
for
in
a
White
while
Georgia?
too. I moved out to Little Rock, Arkansas.
When did you move to Arkansas?
Shit, I was probably like 23, 24.
What made you leave Atlanta to go to Arkansas?
Shit, my auntie was out there. I didn't really have nowhere to go. I was like, fuck. So I had to go up there and get my hustle on, get my money back up.
Okay.
Went up there. I stayed up there for about a year, and then came back out here, and just never stopped. Like my hustle been pretty good so far, cause you know, got a good job, 401k, all that good shit. So got a career. That's not just a job, you know what I'm saying?
That's good shit. So you do stand-up comedy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? How long have you been doing stand-up comedy?
I've been doing comedy for 8 years now.
8 years? So you're almost to that decade mark.
Yep.
Okay. What was the biggest lesson you've learned in comedy, in entertainment as a whole?
In entertainment as a whole? Shit, because I was a rapper for like 8 years before I was a comedian. So
you got 16 years of entertainment experience.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was signed to Off the Block Entertainment. I was doing shows. I had a chain, the whole nine, bro.
So what made you transition from rapper
bro, look at me, bro. Do you realize they check your credentials on that shit? If I'm like, motherfucker, I'm strapped up. They be like, hold up. That nigga went to Walton. He ain't strapped up. Man, let's beat this nigga ass. I'm like, wait a minute, guys.
Yeah.
So
you do your taxes. You look like the type of guy you've got a designated driver face.
I do. So I ended up just switching over to comedy, man. Like, what I've learned the most from entertainment is one, you really can't trust anybody in this game, man. It's hard. If you meet a team of people that you can trust and you can work with them and be creative, you know, stick with it. Try to work through the shitty times, because there's gonna be shitty times in entertainment. But the thing that I learned is keep going. If this is some shit you really want to do, you can't stop. You can't just give up and shit. You gotta just keep on going, and eventually what you want you'll get. You know what I'm saying? When I was on Who's Got Jokes, I made it to like the 3rd round with Bill Bellamy and, you know, R.I.P. Tommy from Martin and shit. Right. I made it to the 3rd round on that shit on Who's Got Jokes. I was like, that was when I saw that this wasn't just like for fun and shit, that I could actually like do this at a professional level.
Okay.
Like,
how long ago did you do that? That was about 3-4 years ago?
Who's Got Jokes? Shit, yeah, that was more like 8 years ago.
It's been that long?
Yeah, that was like when I first jumped in, because when I jumped in this, man, I jumped in head first. I was trying to get on every stage. I was at Uptown like every Sunday, Celebrity Sundays, the one on Marietta Street. Right. Before they moved it and shit. Right. I was at Atlanta Improv. I was traveling the Chitlin circuit, you know what I'm saying, hitting Alabama, Florida, Tennessee. I was just getting in where I could fit in. Okay. And eventually I started getting paid. I started getting feature spots. I started kind of building a name for myself. So
let me ask you, out of these 8 years, what's the max time that you're able to do?
I've done an hour twice.
You've done an hour twice?
Mm-hmm. I did an hour for South Carolina University for their senior graduating class with shout out Cyrus Still. He's the one that booked me on the show. This is one of the dopest shows I ever did, dude. Like, when we get to the college, right, we get on campus and shit, and we pull up, and there's fucking 2 buses. And Cyrus is like, yo, bro, this is your bus, this is my bus. I'm like, what the fuck you mean this is my bus? He was like, yo, there's 100 students on there. You got to entertain them for the hour ride. So my bus was litty. They're like, his had probably a lot of teacher aides and older folks and shit. My shit was lit. They was asses in the air. We was in that bitch. I was in that motherfucker off the chain, dog.
So it was a bus ride?
For an hour.
Okay.
Yep, and I had to do a whole hour of comedy for them. And then the second hour I did was out in Kentucky. I went out to Louisville and shit.
Was it like traditional style, like on a stage, microphone? Okay.
Yep. It was at like a theater.
Okay.
It wasn't that big, but it wasn't small neither. Okay. And I did an hour out there and shit. It was cool, man. Like, I got a little shaky around like 30. This was probably I was probably like 6 years in. So like I had found my footing of how to segue and how to, if something don't go right, how to not like fold. You know sometimes you see a comedian, something don't go right, that motherfucker just fold under pressure. Now the joke is over. Right. But you got to learn how to fight through that shit. Like, all right, y'all ain't gonna laugh at that shit. How about this then? And keep it pushing.
Right.
So.
Okay. So right now, if you can put a show together with the comedians that you have in your phone at hand's reach, you hosting it, who would be your headliner, who would be your feature, and give me 1, maybe 2 opening acts.
Right now.
With the contacts you have in your phone, you know, from the highest of the best quality comedian to, you know, someone maybe subpar.
I'd probably hit up for my headliner. I'd hit up Chris Set It Off Jones.
Okay, shout out to Chris.
Yeah, Chris Jones, that dude is funny as fuck, man. He done kicked a lot of knowledge to me. I done been on a couple shows with him, so I'd probably reach out to him, to Marquis. I would definitely grab Pierre Gaitan.
We had him on the show.
Yeah.
He's funny. Tony
Pierre
Rice-
is a boss, man.
Listen, a lot of people don't know, man. Pierre is he's like a secret weapon, man. Like, the dude's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
And I met comedians that be like, I don't know if I was like, bro, you tripping.
Oh yeah,
The nigga funny.
he's so humble and shit,
yeah,
bro. Like he's so like, oh man, you know, I'm just all right. I'm like, Pierre,
Nah, you funny.
you got this, bro. Like, don't stop, man.
So
it'd be-
Pierre would be your feature guy?
yeah,
Okay.
I'd have Pierre open for Chris, and then my 2 openers, I'd probably bust out with Eric Dowis. It's this like country ass white guy. You ever met Eric Dowis?
Is that that's not the gay guy from Alabama, is it?
It is not. That
Okay.
is Flint. It is
Flint?
not.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
he
know-
runs Happy Hour Comedy.
Yeah.
That's Flint. Nah.
You always
Eric-
wearing the trousers.
Oh
and
no, that's
overalls?
Bubba.
Bubba.
Oh, what's his name?
Yeah, that's his. That's
Now
what
the
we
Flint
go
guy, I
by.
don't think I met it, but Bubba, yeah, I didn't talk
Yeah, Bubba, he be in Marietta and shit. He's
Yeah.
pretty funny, but not
Okay.
not on this bill.
Okay, cool.
He couldn't. I mean, no disrespect, Bubba, but I mean, come on, we talking about Chris Jones, Pierre, Eric Dallas, and then I'd probably
Eric Dow's, that name sounds familiar, but I don't think
Eric
I met
Dallas,
him.
man, he used to do cruise ships. That dude is a boss. Like, he is stupid funny. He does like he does this one like culture joke. It's really really funny, and he talks about how he's like a black woman stuck in a white man's body. And that joke, it splits the room in half every time because, like, black people are like, all right, what the fuck you about to say, homie? By the end of it, everybody's dying. Everyone's like, oh, shit, he's fucking crazy. But him, excuse me, to add some diversity. Let me see, man. One more. I don't want to put all dudes on there. So I'd probably reach out to, like...
Hold on before you say it. Go ahead.
I would probably have to reach out to, like, Sweet Baby Keita. Or, like, Kimmy. One of them. Probably Sweet Baby Keita.
Sweet Baby Keita?
Cause she funny as hell, and
Sweet
I'd have
Baby
met
Keita.
her.
Oh, Sweet Baby
I'd have met
Keita.
her a bunch of times too. She
That's
cracks me the
that's
fuck up.
What she call herself? South Carolina Queen of comedy?
She be
Oh,
roasting the shit out my ass every
Yeah.
time I
Yeah,
see
she
her. I
funny.
love it.
She got that joke where she says her baby dad's got their own no, her kids got their own daddy. It's selfish to have your kids share the same daddy. That shit is hilarious. Shout out to Sweet Baby Keita.
Sweet Baby
We're gonna
Keita,
have
shout
you
out.
coming on the show, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Definitely, because she's fucking hilarious. But that would be a hell of a show.
That'd be a dope
I would
lineup, I
definitely-
think. You know what
I
I'm
would-
saying?
What would you charge for the tickets?
Shit, $50 easy.
50?
$50
At the
easy.
door,
At
60?
the door. Nah, 50 at the door, and then like a 2-drink minimum or something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure everybody.
Where would you hold this? Where would you hold this comedy night?
Where would I hold it?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, if I could get my hands on the venue, I would probably do it at the Strand in Marietta.
The Strand is nice.
It holds about 550 seats. You know, I fucking sold like 340 tickets one year for Comedy Grind.
Oh yeah.
I was the feature comic. I sold 300 of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers like, Keith, how did you buy
That
these
thi-
tickets?
that-
I was
yeah.
buying them and then walking around the square making people laugh with my shit on. Like, yo, man, I'm funny. Yeah, man, come over here. You, like you said, I'm not threatening. So I can walk anywhere in Marietta. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just Keith. He's not going to do anything.
It's
Look at him.
Keith. Keith, he look like IT guy. Look like he fixed laptop screens and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Guy, he's my accountant.
Yeah. No, that's good. Now, so let me ask you this, man. Do you have kids?
I do.
Okay. How old is your little one?
I have 2 kids.
Okay.
My daughter will be 22 January 10th, and my son just turned 19 June 10th.
This nigga here look young but old as fuck. This nigga here, man, with a 1992 face, born in 79. This guy here, man, you fucking finessing us, man.
Hey, man.
This guy here had his
That's it.
kids at 12.
My boy said 22. I'm looking at him like, what the hell?
You look at him. You look at him
She
like,
walked out the womb with him,
listen.
hand in hand.
Man, you see how young he is?
Hey, man.
That
it's-
nigga had his own siblings. He ain't got kids. That nigga had his own siblings. He had his own little brother and
it's-
sister.
I'm telling you, Duke, it's crazy. Like me and my daughter, we mad tight.
Okay.
But she don't really like being around me in public and shit. Cause she be like, Dad, I love you and shit. But like, you look like we like brother and sister or like students and shit. Like, go over there. You look too young. Cause every time we go out somewhere, they be like, oh, is this your brothers? Oh, you guys too?
My kids
And I'm
do
like,
that.
no, I'm her dad, bro. I'm her dad. And they're like, nah.
And then he's crazy because when he amp up, he don't even have a dad voice.
I'm
Like-
a dad.
Like he can't meet a woman with kids. He got to get a woman with no kids because they gonna try him.
Facts.
See what I'm saying? You ever say I seen Keith one time? I think it was at the Quick Trip, man. It was in the summer. He was putting air in his tie and his shirt off. I was like, is that T.I.? Like they just look frail. I was just like, yeah, I know a young stud. You know, and I don't mean lesbian. I'm talking about a young athletic stud gonna try him. Could you imagine if it was you and he coming home and it's your mom's new boyfriend and he's like Like, yo, man.
What's up, bro? You be like, bro, I'm about to whoop you.
Yeah. Like, we gotta get him out of here.
Yeah, you got to roll, cuz.
Yeah. I don't know what this is.
Now, he trying to come in and tell you coming in too late. He trying to address you about shit. Asking you if that package came from Amazon. Nah, nigga. Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like, you know, but he's
man.
non-threatening, man. And, you know, but he's a good dude. You know, he put me on a few shows. You know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate it.
No, I'm just
He
joking.
always do funny people.
Oh, that ain't right.
Shade.
That ain't right.
If you get booked, I can get booked.
That's tough. That's tough. Right now.
Y'all, can y'all bleep that part out?
That's tough.
Y'all should bleep that part out. Now, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
If you could put an all-women's show together with just one headline, one feature, and one opening act, well, who would those 3 women be?
Don't make them mad.
Dirty South
As a
headliner.
Okay.
Off the top, Dirty South.
Okay.
Then
And if you want to, you can use Sweet Baby Keita for this.
I can't use her again.
No, you can't use them.
I can't use her
Okay.
again.
Okay, you can't
Can't-
get She's already.
you can't-
She's already on the other show.
She's already-
First
Damn,
of all,
she's
the
so
women
funny,
gonna start
though.
thinking you like, they be like, why you didn't book me? You book her twice. You can't use
Yeah,
it.
you're right about that. You're right about that.
Yeah, because you're going to make all them white women. Oh, so you like thick black bitches from South Carolina with multiple baby daddies?
I'm trying to tell. I'm like all females.
She just going all your tours, huh? That's what you doing. You just want her to just bounce
You love
around
all
from you.
females, but he has a magnetic approach.
I don't know why,
to
man. They're
Caucasian
drawn
women.
to me like a moth to a fucking
It's his
flame,
voice.
Brody. It is, I think. I mean, I grew up in East Cobb, bro. I'm from East Cobb, dude. Like, I grew up in
That
East
nigga from
Cobb.
Delk Road.
Nah. I'm talking Johnson's Ferry, Laura Ross.
Okay.
That nigga from Lowell Rock. He said Lowell Rock.
He from the higher part.
He
He
from
the lower.
Alpharetto. He from John. Nah, you can't call it John.
John's.
John's.
But yeah, I'd probably do Dirty South. Man, I'd probably throw like Cara on there. Cara Dion, she pretty funny. I don't know, man.
So Dirty South with headline. Carrie Dion with
She would know.
feature.
She would open.
She would
I'd have
open?
Cara open because
So who-
she's a pretty good opener.
Okay,
she
who
got
would
some
you
good
have?
jokes.
Who would you have at that
Yeah,
feature
she's a good.
spot?
Like, come on, yo, don't do me like that.
You know, Carrie, is she white or is she mixed?
She's
or-
white.
Okay.
She the girl with the pink hair.
Bro, I know,
You know,
but
you know
I
Carrie.
didn't know if she
She's
was
a good
mixed or
opener.
what. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know she was mixed or white or whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
She's white, I guess. She sure talks black though.
But she like black penis, clearly. Cause
Yeah,
based
clearly.
Off our conversations.
Yeah,
black
she
penis is
definitely
on the menu.
prefers our men.
Yeah.
Not so much me though. She says I talk funny. So
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
you
know.
don't have enough niggerino in your voice. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, Reno.
Did he say nigga Reno?
Yeah, you don't possess enough. Sorry.
Let me see
So,
your deep, let me hear your deep voice.
My deep voice. Well, you know, if I really want to throw it on for you, I can.
You sound like somebody.
Now you sound like a post-slavery house worker. Now you know, man. You know I can read it. I can point out letters in the pages in the books.
Nah, I didn't want to.
Master not gonna go for that. He ain't gonna go for that.
No,
That
no,
sounds like a
fella.
pedophile.
No, fella, no, young man, no.
And hold up, you know who the last person would be?
Get to me. Who you got?
I can't throw her on. I'm gonna throw on Roxy Resnick. I'm gonna throw Roxy Resnick in the last line.
Shout out.
That's tough. That's tough. But no.
You remember Roxy? Look at him.
Oh yeah, he remembers
Hey,
Roxy.
look,
No.
look.
Yeah, you
Now
know.
you better get out of here.
Why you cheesing like that, G?
You know what I'm saying? He's like, boy, that's tough,
Yeah.
boy.
That's a tough one.
Look, he started that
Look,
that
that's a
shit.
tough
dog.
one.
Yeah.
When I seen that one,
And look,
Oh, yeah.
and look, he like, I normally don't like Caucasians.
That one right
I
there.
usually don't do this. But this one here,
Yeah,
that's
throw
the-
in that
look,
old
look,
slave book.
that's-
The
look,
things
that's
I would
the-
do to
That's
her.
the one. That's the one. I'm gonna take some lashings for that one.
I'm gonna take some happy.
Look,
Who is this baby that you sitting there? Baby come out with a Abraham Lincoln beard and everything. You like,
Oh man.
but nah, she listen, Roxy's funny.
Yeah,
She's
she
fly.
is.
You know what I'm saying?
Real good person.
And her energy and her confidence is constantly building, and it's just repetition. As she continue to do it, I see what she's doing. You know, you see what she's doing or whatnot, and you know, I just continuously see the confidence building. And I see the material constantly just growing. You know what I'm saying? And it's sounding better coming out of her mouth every time she say it. You know, and you know how
Right.
that works. You know what I'm saying?
Repetition is everything.
Repetition is everything.
You got to be hitting stages. If you ain't out there hitting stages, you got to be working the craft because 1 week off, you'll go back and be like, yeah, I'm funny. I got this.
Yeah.
And you'll go up there and look real fucking stupid.
Yeah,
It's happened to
yeah.
me plenty of times.
Week off, or you just, you know, just not having your focus hat on like it needs to be. You know, how do you write one, and how do you prepare for a show? Even just an open mic, or if it's a book show, how do you get yourself, you know, in gear mentally for the moment?
I usually like to smash a couple white girls.
So you do your
I'm just playing.
you do a 2-for-1, like you do a threesome and just get 2 out the way.
Every now and again. Every now and again.
Before the show. It's crazy because I don't want to have sex. I don't want to eat before a show.
Really?
Because I think what it does, it brings on the laziness.
Huh.
It brings the comfort in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
I can't get high before a show. I can't smoke weed. If I smoke weed before
over.
a show, I'm stupid. I don't have confidence. I'm paranoid. I can't do it. But you get me 3 sheets into the wind, boy, you gotta get me.
See, that's
right.
the reason why she don't want to fuck you, okay? Because you say shit like, get me 3 sheets into the wind. You fucking Happy Gilmore. You fucking Adam Sandler. This guy.
Me and my lady, we baked you a pie.
3 sheets in the wind. First thing, I've heard that before, but what the fuck does that mean?
That's right under like shit phase. Like right when you're about to get drunk and you know you grooving, you're like, "Ooh, I feel good."
So you could drink, but you can't smoke. Is what you're saying.
Oh yeah. When I drink, that's when I'm like, I'm hilarious because I think one is it is liquid courage, and two, I honestly don't give a fuck. Like especially open mics. A lot of times open mics, I don't do my jokes. If it ain't packed and it's a bunch of fucking comedians in, I'm about to go in there and just talk shit with y'all. Fuck that. I ain't about to sit up here and be sweating and y'all niggas ain't laughing at my jokes that I know work. Damn that. I'm talking some bullshit.
Another thing with that too is a lot of times, you know, and I've heard this over the years, when you do comedy in a room with full of comedians, if you got 8 comedians, you probably got 1.5 that's writing some of this down and taking mental notes.
Yeah.
And they're gonna walk away with the joke.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Or they're gonna try to tweak it and make it sound different, and it'll be the same concept. So I don't.
Yeah. Even in roast sessions, you know what I'm saying. I've told Tony this before. Even in roast sessions, I've seen where comedians will take that moment. And, you know, and I've seen people try to record it. Be like, bro, I'm just recording because y'all wild. And nah, bro.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm not with that shit either.
Bro.
Yeah.
Don't, because I've seen it. I've just seen it too many times in my 5.5 years.
And your roasts are impeccable, bro. I've been in a few roast sessions with this motherfucker. Y'all, his roasts are impeccable. I've seen him make motherfuckers be like, man, I need a goddamn cigarette. Goddamn.
Well, I just come from that environment. And I think for me, I'm just at a point where unless it could be a production behind it and we can make it a thing, just doing it on the side just to fuck off, I really don't want to do that.
Right.
Because it's not profitable, number one. Number two, people are just sitting there and just piggybacking off your shit and go and use it, you know. And like I tell people, you know, I've always had a open door policy type shit. Like, come and holler at me. We could write. I love getting together with cats and punching up some jokes and shit like that.
Right.
But I just think it takes a lot of humbleness, and it just takes you understanding that you may not be who you think you are.
Right.
And I was talking to a comedian, and I said, and we would just come up with the understanding, like, we use the word kill easy and loosely. And in the comedy world, man, I killed it. I mean, like, you really fucking killed it. You had them floored.
Yeah.
And a lot of cats are not killing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but in their
facts.
mind, they think that they're killing it. So if they don't really view themselves in a true sense, they won't never be humble and be like, yo, man, you know, let's work. Just like a ball player. If you really think you got handles and you really think you doing it, you'll never come to somebody and be like, yo, man, show me that move, or, you know, show me some post game, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you won't work on nothing because you think you there.
But
Right.
that's good that you're doing that, because I feel like in 2020 we don't have enough people that's gonna give you the reality, that's gonna give you the raw. We got too many people that's gonna lie to you, that's gonna hype you.
Well, word on the street is I'm an asshole and I'm mean. I don't know, you probably heard this or something or whatever, but that's the word on the street. That I'm an
I mean, I
asshole
ain't never
and
heard
I'm
nobody
mean.
say that to me. When I first met you, I was like, man, he's kind of a dick. But then I was around you a couple times, and I just saw you like, you ain't with the yang. You ain't with the bullshit.
But my thing might is from one person to another, because a lot of people tell me the same thing. I see that as you gonna keep it 100.
Yeah, but I would want somebody to do that to me. Like, if I rocked and did my
Either
thing.
of y'all is mean.
Well, you got a chance to know us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're super nice dude.
Yeah,
super
I mean,
nice
like,
dude.
you know, like,
Yeah, you
know,
probably got to see a certain side. You know what I'm saying? It's a different when
I think I would say
So
this
the
what I
mean
realized
side-
about myself.
When it's
I
business.
think
I bring up the
I don't
nice
think
side,
I don't think I'm friendly, but I think I'm a great friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I think shout out to Camilla Davis. We had did the what was that? What that you and the people came up to last week. The Underground Comics of Atlanta.
Okay.
You know, shout out to OG Hood Rich and Clive Vision Films. But she was like, dude, you okay? I was like, yeah. She was like, you know what I realized? Because I'll be asking you that when I see you. She's like, you got like the male version of restless bitch face. Like you have that don't fucking talk to me. I'm not here for the bullshit.
Right.
Face. But when I get to see you and then you start smiling, it's like that whole shit changed. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? And I just think my whole mentality is just like, I know that most people are with the bullshit. I know that most people are just, you know, enjoying the little bullshit journey they're on, but they really don't have a true purpose in what they're trying to do in this. And when you mix somebody just like a Kobe having that fucking Mamba approach, and then you take somebody who's I ain't gonna even say artist. I'll take somebody who, you know, just Nick Young.
Yep.
There's
Okay.
a lot of Nick Youngs in comedy. You know who Nick Young is? No. Well, there's a lot of Nick Youngs in comedy, and these cats don't want to take the shit serious. They don't want to do the extras.
Right.
So
They doing that shit for the gram.
Yeah, if I'm
for the
on
pictures and
Mamba
shit.
mode, and then I see that you may not be, but I don't know that until I indulge with you a little bit, and until I engage with you a little bit. When I see that, I was like, oh, nah, I can't fuck with this. I ain't got time for that. And I think anybody who's taking their craft serious just approaches it that way. Some people just gonna lie to you and be like, boy, you killed it. And if I'm fucking with you, if I really fuck, I'm be honest. But I would want you to be honest with me. Be like, yo, man, why you staying in one spot? Or why you XYZ? And I'll be like, you know what? I ain't think about that shit. So you bring it to light so I can focus on it so I can get better. And I think that's ultimately iron sharpening iron. That's the smithing and smelting, what we should do in this brotherhood.
Yeah, definitely. I love it when comedians walk up to me and be like, man, don't do that shit again. I'd be like, man, you right, bro. I ain't gonna do that again.
Or they heard the joke and they was like, bro, I heard you say that before, but you did something different this time.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, man, you need to get back to what you did last Wednesday or on the previous time. Like,
I like that shit. It doesn't piss me. It don't hurt my feelings. I mean, you gotta have thick skin in this game. And like, some people be sensitive and shit. And it's like, you can't call him an asshole because he told you the truth. If your set was trash, your fucking set was trash. Go work on this shit. Don't get mad at him because he being 100 with you. Everybody else out here saying you the shit. Nah, son.
It's a lot of cock riding. So, you know. I'd rather not.
Oh my goodness. Well, listen, this is the edition of the He-Man Woman Haters Club. I am your announcer.
Whoa, what the fuck? We talking about comics and shit
I'm
now.
just being as a whole, because this night hasn't always been talking about comics. But we're going to play the next song of the night. It is called Sexy by The Season.
We lit!
Sexy. Oh. Sexy. Oh. Sexy. Sexy.
Season.
Sexy. Oh. Sexy. Sexy.
Sexy. Oh, you sexy. Oh, you sexy.
Sexy.
Bitch, you sexy.
Sexy.
You sexy and you know it.
Sexy.
Oh, you sexy.
Sexy.
Oh, you sexy.
Sexy.
Bitch, you sexy.
Sexy.
You sexy and you know it. And you know it. You must have been a QB, how you throw it. I must have been a QB, how I throw it. Must have been a farmer, cause this money I grow it. Yeah, you sexy. It's only right you go out at night and you fancy. I'ma put you in some handcuffs like the popo.
Sexy.
Oh, you sexy.
Sexy.
Oh, you sexy.
Sexy.
Bitch, you sexy.
Sexy.
You sexy and you know it.
Sexy.
Oh, you sexy.
Sexy.
Oh, you sexy.
Sexy.
Bitch, you sexy.
Sexy.
Sexy and you know it. I'm on a mission. Look what I'm whipping. I am a grown ass nigga these days. Bitch, who is you kidding? You need to just get in. Chef boy art season. I just renovated the kitchen. They strike like I'm Toni. Strikes like a Bengal. Strikes like a Bengal. I stack it like Pringles. Pay you in singles. I got a new bitch. That bitch a diva. The baby a queen. Not talking Latifah. When she moving that booty. Shake like a seizure. She got a body. Just like a stripper though. That my bitch, and I still got a tipper though. She like to kiss on the dick without a mistletoe. Yeah.
Sexy.
Oh, you sexy.
Sexy.
Oh, you sexy.
Sexy.
Bitch, you sexy.
Sexy.
You sexy and you know it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Sexy.
Oh, you sexy.
Sexy.
Oh, you sexy.
Sexy.
Bitch, you sexy.
Sexy.
You sexy and you know it. Yeah, 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 yeah. You sexy.
Hey, welcome back to this edition of the He-Man Woman Hater Club Meeting Lounge. This is your host, Toni Dominique, and we have Duke, Keith, and Caleb here with us tonight. What's on your mind, guys?
Fuck that. We tied. Sorry, Trish. But we I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, men don't play victim well. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying all men. Out of all the men in mankind and history of man, no. I'm just saying, just generally speaking, men don't play victim well. We're not even taught to do that. You know what I'm saying? I think that a lot of times women operate in a la-la land. You know what I mean? Even as little girls, they get to play princess in the Barbie dream house. And well, we don't got no dream house.
I would like to say
You know what I'm
that
saying?
while I may agree with you that we are raised to live in La La Land, I believe that men are raised in the world of denial. Like, y'all ignore a lot of stuff that could really save a lot of peace in everybody's house.
Explain a little bit. Give me a little depth of that.
Can I say this? Can I add this in there this real
Absolutely.
quick?
Yes,
I watched somebody on YouTube. I'm not gonna say their name. I'm not gonna promote them. But he said this, and when he said this, it made a whole lot of sense to me. He said, as men, we have to deal with the black and white in everyday life. If a dude don't drive a certain type of car,
Right.
he don't make a certain type of money.
Right.
If he work at McDonald's,
That's crazy.
QT, or
We just
whatever,
had this conversation.
all that.
Right.
He women will tell you straight up, oh, you ain't stuff. You ain't nothing.
Right.
Like nah, I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
Because we gauge, and our value is gauged by what?
But
what
we
our
own,
financial
our wealth,
contribution.
our financial wealth.
But
yeah.
as on the flip side, for women, all of that, you get a pat on the back, girl. It's okay, girl. You can do this, girl. You can.
For instance, a woman could lose a job and still go to the club, and it's not going to be looked upon her as like, bitch, what is you doing in here?
Yeah.
Keith, Caleb, or Duke lose a job, and we're in a club. You're like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Go get your life together. Same thing for a woman. They could go and live with someone and still go out, and it's not looked upon as like, God damn.
But would you date a girl that work at McDonald's?
But hold on, Duke. But if you come in,
I like Whoppers, nigga.
You come in with them busted Air Force
I
Ones.
make chickens.
You come in with them busted Air Force Ones with high confidence. You try to shoot. They gonna be looking at you like.
So my take
rather not.
is that it's all about the energy that y'all bring to yourself. Because yes, there's good men, there's bad men, there's good women, there's bad women. It is a thing. It is how the world revolves. However, when you think about and assess, like, if I keep bringing this energy of this type of person around me, then it's you.
So,
You
Toni,
need to
let me
redirect
ask you
your energy to something more less wretched.
Toni, let me ask you this. Toni. Toni, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
You out with your friends. Girls' night out.
Okay,
cool.
I do that.
Dude come through.
Mr. Come Through.
Busted shoes on. We ain't gonna need name a specific shoe. Just busted shoes.
BK Night.
So I'm not sure.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Okay.
He order y'all rounds of drinks. Card decline.
Ooh.
Card decline.
That sounds like a post from Facebook.
And then, hold on, the bartender says it, and y'all hear it. Like, here, oh, hey, I'm sorry, baby, but your card keep declining. She just swiped you 3 times already.
You know what? The bartender need to pull me to the side.
What?
Yeah, and put my business out there.
I
Fucking
gotta
bartender.
listen to the question so I can answer.
She card decline, but he confident. Haircut, look, it ain't pristine, but it's okay. He get the job done. It's okay. What's your energy to that?
So, like I was gonna say, because I had a vibe that you was gonna go into a specific direction, and I was correct. But
You ready for him?
like I was going to say, I'm not sure you can use me and my thought judgment as an example.
She is non-traditional.
Okay.
She is non-traditional. You gotta
Okay.
find a more
Okay.
traditional individual. She is non-traditional.
Okay.
Thank you.
You got
That's
it.
all I'm saying. Like y'all are on
You
the.
got it. You got it.
She is.
So that's my point that I'm trying to make. Yes, I understand, and I can see both sides. I'm not a person that sits here and be like, "Oh, women, we are perfect. We don't do nothing. Real black women don't cheat." I'm not a person that says that, but I am a person that takes accountability that all the things we argue with upon people, it is not gender specific. Men focus on the fact that women do it. Why? Because y'all like women. Women focus on the fact that men do it. Why? Because they like men. I mean, it's just how life rolls. And realistically, everybody is emotional. That's not gender specific either, because there's some emotional ass men out there.
Because I'm also say this: the lack of emotion is emotional. You know what I'm saying?
That's deep.
Like if you just are without emotion, you're just forcing yourself not to recognize it.
But I think a lot of men are raised to not show emotions.
Right.
We're supposed to be the strong
But
ones.
that is not how the world works. And you can tell that once you have a child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Very
Because
true.
then your emotion starts to come into play. It starts to naturally become active. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't really connected with the female until I had my daughter. Like, I've had sex with females. I've liked them. I've loved them. But I didn't open myself to understand them until I had my own little female to raise. You see what I'm saying? And with that, it's just the sensitivity that it takes to understand a woman and understand where they are within their emotions and when they go through, different things, just on the emotional side. We wired different.
Yeah.
And a lot of times women, if they lean on emotions, they don't make the logical decision. They make what feels good, the warm and fuzzy feeling. Women aim for the warm. You got to think about it. They come up playing with Barbie dream houses. While we were knocking over forts and shit and jumping off the fucking bunk bed and all that, just being wild, sizing each other up physically, they were playing primp and pristine and playing hair and
having tea and shit.
Having their little babies and acting like mommies around the house. They were preparing for, whatever reality was.
But do you think society allows that now? Because women now, I mean, everybody want to be so independent. Everyone's like so self-motivated. It's like, even if you grew up with that princess and the baby and all that shit, it's like when you get older now, these chicks now, they thrive on saying, I don't need you for shit. How many times I had women say that to me? I don't need you for shit. I said, well, I was going to give you shit anyways.
You know what's crazy though? In the long run, that comes back to bite them in the behind though.
Well, I think that's a defense that a woman uses to not be hurt. You know what I mean? I don't need you. You do. You do. I've been a barber for 10 years.
Say it again.
No, you do.
I'm telling you, bro, he's lethal.
Man, you need me. And if not directly me, you need this energy. You need a male figure. You need me. You need me to tell you it's time for you to get new tires or rotate them. You need me to tell you don't buy new tires. They're trying to finesse you. These tires got another year on them.
Or if your spare go bad, don't get rid of the whole spare.
You see what I'm saying? You need me to say, hey, those two sons you got, they need to do a little bit more
around the house.
And you may not see it from that angle. They make good grades and they're not bad kids. They don't tear my house up, but they need to do a little bit more. You see what I'm saying? But
as boys, take out the trash,
but
shit
it's
like
not
that.
one-sided. As a father, if you're having a friend and she would say, hey, you should do this with her. You're not doing enough with her. Like you need, and just having people around you and having around consistently, you start to grow outside of that comfort of wherever you are into a new place. And that's why the dynamic of mom and dad, masculine and feminine energy. You see how I corrected that because we got a lot of LGBT going on. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
It may not be mom and dad. It might be dad and dad. So
Right.
you may just have masculine and feminine energy in the household. You see what I'm saying? You need to have both of them. They're very important.
You fixed that up real nice.
Well, because I didn't want to leave anyone out.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to leave anyone out. Huh?
Dress it up and make it real for me.
That's it. But that's real though. You know what I'm saying? Like even though we don't really care to see a lot of it as heterosexuals, it's a part of our world.
Yeah, it is.
It's what our kids are dealing with. I got a cousin. I talked to him. I think 2 days ago, Thanksgiving, and come to find out, his oldest daughter is gay. And I was like, man, I didn't know that. I knew she was kind of boyish last time I saw her. But shit, she probably was just on her, left eye shit from TLC. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, nah, bro, she been gay since 8th grade.
Oh wow.
I was like, wow. Like how do you deal with that? But I'm not getting into that. But it's just you just don't know what you're dealing with. And sometimes as men, we be locked in with our logic, and it may be logical, but it still may not be fitting for the circumstance or what's at hand.
We're very planners. Men are planners. Like when we get a plan and something,
Definitely are. Y'all are planners.
that's all
for
we see.
yourself. Y'all
We don't
planning
pay
for everyone
attention.
else.
Women pay attention to everything, every little detail and shit. We be like, bro, I gotta do this. This how I'm gonna do it. This is what I gotta do. That's it. There's nothing else to it. Sit down and shut the fuck up. That's how we are.
Yeah.
And females are not like that.
Now,
Like,
you
but
see,
wait a minute, but don't you
now
see
check
that
this
over
out. Now
there?
you
Don't
heard what you just said? That right there, you have a 19-year-old son and a 21-year-old daughter,
20,
right?
yeah, she's 21.
When they were younger, you couldn't handle them like that.
Nah.
You might could give it to your son that way, but you still not planting the right seeds in him talking to him like that.
Yeah, I didn't never talk to him like that. My son, me and him, we was real, like, we started butting heads a lot when he turned about 13, 14. He just thought he was like,
But
king.
that's the
I don't know.
energy though. That's the energy because what happens is kids look at you and they think you're lame. The reason why I know this is because I've been a barber for 10 years, 10 plus, but you know, in the shop for 10 years, and I talk to these kids. The kids that think their parents are lame, I talk to them, and they tell me in a short way that they think their parents are lame.
And that's real though. I ain't gonna lie to you. My dad is 6'3", 250, and when I was like, high school, you know, 9th, 10th grade or whatever, boy, I just talk cash, money, stuff to him, and he quickly showed me like, what's up?
I mean, because on every level you think they lame. Like he can't tell you about no girl. Why?
Yeah.
Because he been with your mama since 20 years. How you know about women? Shit has changed in 20 years. No, it hasn't.
Man.
Your current thought, great grandmother was a hoochie.
Yeah, same game.
And her mama's sister was a floozy.
Yeah.
And her twin sister was a hussy.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
This is getting deep, guys.
You know,
These are all real true statements.
So you know,
Make
ain't
sure
nothing
y'all
really
tune in
changed.
close.
Right.
You know? Ain't nothing changed really.
Just the wording
This is them
for
in
it.
the wild.
Just our
From
verbiage.
floozy to thought.
You know what I'm saying?
This is men's night.
No, this
I
our
have to be able to
verbiage.
get in.
Oh,
If I act quiet, they won't notice I'm here.
I got you one better. A
While
harlot.
I'm in the bromance.
And then when they just say a harlot.
A harlot.
Yeah. A harlot. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Now they're putting H's on people's chest.
You see?
A little asterisk and everything. They gotta walk around and get in.
No, that's a scarlet letter when you do adultery. With the letter.
He is getting real philosophical up in this
But
thing tonight, G.
all I'm saying is,
Somebody
what I learned is
research
just
this
having a little
like-
girl. It's like you just got to be more sensitive.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be. But even with boys, for young women, if you have a son, you can't display that same level of sensitivity to him.
No,
know
you
what I'm saying?
can't, because then he'll try you.
But not just that, because you can build, and it's not. Some kids need a little bit more of something, a little less of something else. You just got to know who you're dealing with. We're dealing with that character of a child. You know what I'm saying? But with boys, you got to make them take the challenge. The coddling does not work, because if you're the one that's provided and protected, but you're accustomed to getting coddled, what you think you're going to be like? Trying to provide and protect and be the man of the household. Or be the responsible guy between you and this little girl.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Like, you know, but we in that time, and it's kind of swaying that way in comfort, because you got young ladies that's like, nah, I can pump my own gas. Nah, you can sit in the passenger seat. It's cool. Be on your.
Well, I mean,
taxi.
times has changed. Like, I've been on dates with chicks, man, and they get weirded out. Like, when I get up and pull out the chair for them. Like, they walk in, I get up and pull out the chair. I had a chick, she said, what the hell are you doing? I said, I'm pulling out your chair. She was like, oh. And I was like, what the hell is going
like,
on?
what?
She said,
Yeah.
she said, what the hell are you doing?
What?
And that's literally what she did. And I was like, yo, I'm just pulling your chair out.
That's just showing more women are in their masculine energy more in today's time compared to back in the day. You dig what I'm saying?
Is Chivalry
More
dead,
of the
y'all?
women that y'all choose, yes. they
Is
are.
Chivalry
Come on
dead?
now.
I mean, I met her online. I mean, how can you meet women?
Well, you can't keep meeting women on tag. You gotta let that.
No, man, I wasn't on tag, bro. I met him on a little Facebook dating app.
Okay, you're a wild boy.
You know, Facebook got a dating app now, so now I
They do.
can.
I tried it.
It's
It
all
was
the same.
horrible.
It's all the same, but now I can see that she got friends that I got friends. So like, I'd be like, oh, this is a really cool friend. Let me go ahead
You
and
was the
shoot
person
my
that
shot.
I didn't talk to. If you would, because if we had, because women are going in that app like if we got mutual friends.
No.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So
Women look at it totally different.
I don't know, man. I've been on like probably 10 dates through that app. All of them shitty. But every last one of them.
You should stop doing that.
I think I'm.
It's not working. After your
The
10th
reason
time.
we girls are going on that is like, okay, so if I'm friends with Sally and you friends with Sally, how much do I like Sally? And if I end up hating you, do I want to risk the irritation it's gonna cause to Sally? Probably not.
I didn't think about it like that. Well, I mean, I know they ain't doing it to get no free meals because I don't go to dinner on first dates.
Where you go?
We go for coffee or brunch. Where no matter where I am, there's
I need to be on that type of time.
Dude, everything on the menu, it doesn't matter what she orders, it will not equal more than $30. I just met you, lady. $30. That's as high as I go.
See, I guess it's up there with me.
You get a certain type of woman for sure.
What do you?
You see what I'm saying?
I need to be on that type of time because me personally,
what you do? Where you take them on first date?
Dan Tanners, we going to Roof Chris.
You doing that first date?
Why are you doing that?
On the first date?
Because I like to eat. I like to eat good.
I get it, but you doing that on the first date?
First date.
Nah, son.
That's
something you're like. If y'all get into an interesting role and y'all start liking each other and feeling with each other, that's something you're gonna consistently keep up.
You gotta understand. So for me personally, since I'm prior military, I'm used to moving around all that. I'm used to doing stuff. You get what I'm saying? So for me, I ain't gonna lie, I'm bougie.
Okay.
I don't like doing that cheap stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
And a lot of times,
you know what?
I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me. If I'm going on a date, I'm going because I want this steak and lobster or whatever.
Oh, so you don't want the yams too?
Nah. If I get the yams, I'm gonna show out.
But the thing is, you don't think that's setting the tone at a different, and then not just setting the tone. It doesn't. I'll be honest with you. Fuck the tone part.
Yeah.
You don't think that's maybe a premature investment with somebody that you might not see the next time?
I was gonna say, what if you don't even like?
Because I'm assuming you're a gentleman guy and you paying for her meal as well, right?
I am. And my thing about it is, for me personally, I'm real big on business. So my whole thing about it is, it's been a lot of times where I done took a girl out to some decent. I took her out to the Battery or whatever. We just spent some money. Nothing crazy, but
Give me a figure.
$250
for me.
On one date?
A minimum for me, $100. Cause I like to drink. I like to get a good steak.
Yeah, I'm thinking about once you done had a couple of drinks.
Yeah, all that. You know what I'm saying? So my
brunch, bottomless mimosas.
My thing about it is, I done spent the $100 easily. You know what I'm saying? And I depending on the conversation and the vibe, all that, I already figured out if I want to go on another date. And even if I spend $100 and I know I don't want to go on another date with you, it's okay, cool. I'm gonna enjoy this steak. I'm gonna enjoy the atmosphere. I'm gonna enjoy all that.
So
you're really dating yourself. She just happens to be your
Pretty much.
He's like, I'm really out here spoiling myself. Yeah. I just wanted some eye candy. So
yeah, I mean, but my thing was, if she makes
get a meal.
Okay, cool. But if she don't,
get a meal. Let me look at you.
$100 that I just spent. It is what it is. I charge it to the game and keep it moving.
Hold on, I'm asking now, how many dates in a 30-day period do you go on?
Let me get 100 right quick, cause you got it.
Yeah, clearly. Let me borrow 100.
I'm broke, but nah.
I got some pepper steak in the freezer. I'll send that
Not
to
if
you.
you're just going on general $100 dates.
It depends, because I have my moods where I want to go on a date, but then I have my moods where it's like, man, F this. I'm not going. I ain't no meal ticket. I ain't going. You know what I'm saying?
But you are a meal ticket.
Yeah.
You fucking are a meal ticket. You're a damn good meal ticket. You said Ruth Chris, bro.
First date, Ruth Chris. Yo, that's for my wife, son. She getting waffle.
Why you can't just say, let's just go sit down, a Chili's, a Applebee's, or something, a little Mexican restaurant, and just chop it.
Engage me for Ruth Chris, not your wife. That's my wife.
Chili's,
Stop the madness.
I can't do it. Just for me personally, just my experience when I eat at these places, it just don't.
But see, Caleb,
it's just not good to you.
Yeah, just not good.
I respect that.
See, what you gotta do though is you gotta find them brunch spots, bro. You gotta look at find little jewels in the city. It look like it's a little mom and pop. She think you taking her somewhere slick. She don't even realize I'm saving $70 on this date.
That's what I'm on now. That's what I'm on now because
those cute little French spots and the Madeleine and all the other stuff. Those are cute.
My pops took me there.
And yo, there's a spot, Ghost
Flying Biscuit and all that.
Yeah, yo, it be cheap, man. Bottomless mimosas at Ghost Pepper.
I'm gonna tell you one of my spots was that I hate that it closed. Right on Moreland. Remember the Mexican spot right on Moreland and you?
Yep.
Right by the warehouse. They had the front page news, Louisiana spot, and they had the Mexican restaurant.
Right.
That was my little. I like that spot. They closed it down. It was fairly reasonable in price. And my thing is this: if we really just getting to know each other, I shouldn't be having to hit you with the woo. The woo is me presenting me. The ambience and atmosphere is additional too. But I feel like if you like me, then it don't really matter where we at, to be honest. But when you say that, women say, oh, you're just trying to be cheap. That goes back to what we said earlier. You only going to value me on where I'm going to my price point.
Facts.
But if I don't, now you're looking at me like, I mean, he cool, he funny. Now I feel like I got to work hard. But that's what happens when a nigga spend a lot of money. Like, I ain't got to work hard. The work done.
Now that's true.
I paid for the work.
That's true.
You eating lobster. You see these chandeliers? Like that's the work.
And a lot of women don't understand it. That was my whole thing.
That's the finesse.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. If I, look, no disrespect, but shorty, if I spend all this, I spend a cake on whatever.
Come on with it.
You better not fix your mouth this thing.
You see what I'm saying? It naturally, innately, you have
This
that
is an
spirit.
interesting conversation that we've come to in the He-Man Women's Hedge Club. Oh no, y'all continue. I'm just a commentator.
But you see how you naturally develop that spirit?
Yeah.
Why?
Lady.
Because you spent over $100, over $200, over $300, whatever.
Stay live.
Now, this imagine if it was a dude that fly chick
See,
out.
usually like third date, I'll do something nice like that. If they make it to round 3, I'll step it up.
Round 3.
But see, for me personally, not to cut you off, bro.
Okay.
But for me personally, I got a 3-date minimum. If you make it to
So
a
you
third
spending
date-
$300?
No. If you make it to a third date, you are lucky. Cause I'm
Listen, a person can be nice for 3 days.
What you mean? So you usually cut most of them first, second date. That's it. You're like, I ain't even with it. I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you make it to my thing.
Listen,
if you make
now
it to a
we
third
know
date,
that all we got to do is be patient for 3 dates and 3 meals.
No. You gotta be patient.
3 dates and 2 nights.
You sound like a vacation package.
You can go ahead and cap for 3 days. And
I'm
look,
going on the canopy.
I got something for you.
See that?
I mean, but we full. We can walk away with that.
That's cool. Look, you can walk away full, but then when you go joke they only take you for 2 for $20 at Applebee's, you gonna feel some type of way.
See, that's
I
it.
mean, that's fine, but then we're going to find another Caleb vacation on the other side of the
But see, that's
And
why I
we going to
said.
make it our whole life for the year. By Christmas, we good.
But look, I'm gonna tell you this, bro.
Yeah.
If you take them to a Applebee's or a Chili's, okay, you ain't gotta go crazy on the menu. Just you talking, you vibing, you getting to know, you having good conversation. I think the extras is just it's extras. You know what I'm saying? And I think, you know, if you could take me at a bare minimum, and you know, she may not know, but that's why she's getting to know. You know, I could take it up a notch. I could take it up 2-3 notches. It's like the guy who picks her up in the beater versus picking her up in a nice car. If you ain't willing to come in your nice evening dress and sit in this beater, you'll never see the nice ride on a Saturday night. If you're not gonna come get this 2 for $2 on a $2 Tuesday, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case is, you just not go. I just feel like me going over the top sets the tone in a way where it's like she said earlier, if I can't consistently keep this at this level, because now that's the ground level now. That's the ground level. Like if you pick a chick up in a helicopter, where the fuck do you go from there? How you gonna propose?
Skydiving.
You feel what I'm
He's
saying?
right though.
Big boss Smitty, he gonna figure it out.
See, but that's the tone, that's the persona, that's the
yeah.
tone
Feeling good.
that you setting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you setting that tone, like nah, man.
But see, I
this
feel
is
like
how I move.
that's gonna put you in situations that are going you're gonna end up with people that are trying to take you for shit at that. If you
Right.
ask me personally.
But that's why you have as a man,
Right, that pulls the gold digger energy.
Regardless of you taking the Applebee's or whatever, you gotta be good at vetting people. If you ain't good,
Yeah, you have to be a good judge of character.
Yeah, if you ain't good
true.
at that, oh look, you lost from the goal.
But I'm gonna say this though, when you take a high end woman and you put her in a low end environment and you bring her to a cookout or whatever, like, not the cookout, to a cookout.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she like, well, I was gonna spend my Saturday evening, you know, drinking bottomless mimosas in Buckhead, but you took me to your cousin and they playing dominoes and fucking flies. If you can't take that, we're not gonna do anything.
Yeah, because that's really who I am. That cookout is who I am.
Because that's just on any level. You know, you might just do a family dinner. It may not be a cookout in the yard. You know, maybe family dinner and things like that. You know, y'all may have potlucks with your friends. And
You don't
stuff
think
like
that's
that.
too intimate? Like, if this is someone new, taking her to the fam? Nah, you ain't seeing my family chick. I don't know you.
It depends.
I'm sorry,
It
yo.
depends. If your energy says she's an okay person, you want your family to now vet her.
Yeah, you want
Nah.
your family to kind of give it.
My family don't see none of my chicks till 6 months in, because 6 months.
That's too deep.
Nah.
But we're going to talk about that when we get that. That's deep. I got some questions for you. We're going to play the Self-Motivation by Ashton Martin, y'all.
We lit.
Look, all of my issues is rooted back to my childhood. Stacking like dishes, they probably sitting at 9 foot. Trying to cover the issue, I just witnessed some pile up. Connecting with my savior, it's going slower than dial-up. Popping in this pool of liquor, liquid's drowning my liver. Popping these down, it's got me feeling like I need prescriptions. But I be a fool to ever think that that can help me out, it's only 3 people that can do it. That's me, myself, and I. Cause self-motivation is the best motivation. See the rest motivation, I get less motivated. Need that self-motivation. Yeah, I need that self-motivation. Yeah, hey, cause self-motivation is the best motivation. See the rest motivation, I get less motivated. Need that self-motivation. Yeah, I need that self-motivation.
Deliver motivation through these lines that a nigga spit through. When time outweigh all the grind, I bet it hit you. Gatekeepers block, holding doors that you can't get through. On top they your dog at the bottom, I bet they bite you. Climbing all these mountains on this journey, scared of heights too. Put on for my niggas when I'm straight, I get them right too. Shock them up like right you, they shaking up, we bake them up. Niggas walk around like two-faced, don't hold your face to us. It's me, myself, and I. Told my fam put their faith in us. Going for the sweet like broomsticks, for least we raking up. Acrophobia flow, my shit is tip-top. The glitches and pauses may hit me, but I bet don't shit stop. We miss not, shoot with aim, hit by a bullet, I pierce the pain. Change the game, raise up the waters, ignite the flame. Ignite the change, once happy, now homie hate himself. Remember hooping at 10, now he done killed himself. When you broke with no money, that man can't ask for help. Yeah. I'm trying to save myself, yeah. I'm trying to motivate, I'm trying to save myself, yeah.
Cause self-motivation is the best motivation. See the rest motivation, I get less motivated. Need that self-motivation. Yeah, I need that self-motivation. Yeah, hey, cause self-motivation is the best motivation. See the rest motivation, I get less motivated. Need that self-motivation. Yeah, I need that self-motivation. Yeah, you better get up, get out and get something. Nobody gon' give it to you, but that rent coming. It's the first of the month. You spent your first from the blunt, now it won't last to the end. I put my work in the front, that's why I last to the end. Spending no fashion and trend, man, we be laughing at them. That income tax coming in, can't tell what half it went. But I understand I was a chick once too. Waiting in line for some J's, spending big bucks too. Feeling like Timbuktu. Once all them trees that were gone, spend my financial wage, check on some weed or some clothes. Thinking back in the days, I thought I needed my bros. I get lost in this way, see all I needed was hope. Till I found out everything that I needed was inside me. Stuck on like a stain in my vein, like an ivy. Falling on my face was just a part of the phase. It's a different from those who make it and just follow the wave. Cause self-motivation is the best motivation. See the rest motivation, I get less motivated. Need that self-motivation. Yeah, I need that self-motivation. Yeah, hey, cause self-motivation is the best motivation. See the rest motivation, I get less motivated. Need that self-motivation. Yeah, I need that self-motivation. Yeah, yeah.
That was lit.
Back. Okay.
Shout out to Ashton Martin.
Yes, shout out to Ashton Martin. So we got 2 things we need to go over today. First thing is my lit conversation. I got a little clip. Do we got the clip? I got a little clip that I want y'all to listen to. So there's a restaurant owner from Kitchens and Cocktail. He addressed a few ladies that were in his restaurant twerking because he had a DJ and it was a little vibe and everything. And the DJ played Back That Ass Up. Well, you know that it's every girl's booty anthem, and you just can't help it. If you're sitting in your seat and the song comes on, you're going to jump up, and you're going to twerk a little bit.
That song has, you know what, you got to give that song a pass almost. That song has the ability to make an old lady in a wheelchair in a walker.
Yeah, and that song is the anthem. If you play that song,
pull up a house coat.
Please know, if you just drive down the street with it blaring in your car, the sidewalk is going to twerk.
Yes.
It is going to happen.
Shout out to Juvie for that. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Juvie.
However, this restaurant owner said he did not do that. That is not what he had his establishment for. So listen to what he had to say to his patrons.
I invested a lot of money into buying this building, into developing this concept so black people can have somewhere nice to go to, okay? Somewhere where we can feel good about ourselves as a... Come on! Stop the music, please! Somewhere where our people can feel good about ourselves as a culture, okay? Yeah. No, real talk. And so all this twerking and shit, take it to Prime, take it to Pink, don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. And so beyond that, 75% of my customers are ladies. And I want men to show respect for themselves for how they carry themselves here. So how can I tell the men to respect themselves and you guys are twerking on glass here? If you want to do it, get the fuck out my restaurant. Because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture. So don't do it now. Don't do it again. I don't want to hear it. If you don't like it, get out because I don't need your money. I need to provide something for my people. And don't do it again. Thank you.
So now he did go on his own social media and apologize for his choice words, but he does not say he apologized for what he said, just maybe the manner that he said it and the customers that he may have offended with the word choices that he chose to portray the message. But the question is, was he wrong?
What you got, Keith?
Nah, he wasn't wrong.
Okay.
He was absolutely right. I mean, was there kids in there though? I mean, and plus the DJ was playing some hype shit. So, I mean, he wasn't wrong because it's his restaurant. But I mean, also you can't have somebody in there playing bangers and not expect that element to come out.
Right.
That's like, you know, if you start playing hood shit and some hood shit happen.
Yeah, that's the energy. You brought the energy.
Right.
Yeah. What do you think, Kip?
I'm gonna say this. As a community, we're not used to that standard or that bar being set that high.
Right.
So do I feel like he was wrong? No, because this is his business. This is the standard he's trying to set. Now, because we're in 2020, because we're in the times that we are as in today, I feel like people are more sensitive. So the way that he said that, people are going to take offense to that. They're going to audit. You know what I'm saying? They're going to want to boycott it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel like he was wrong because my thing about it is, in order for us to go get ahead or to change the times, it's certain things that we're going to have to do. You know what I'm saying? Because when white people or whoever were in the situation that we were in, they had to do certain things in order to get ahead, and they did those things. So my whole thing about it is, like he said, if there were kids in there, okay, I can understand the language. You probably could have said that a little bit better. But at the same time, too, I don't feel like it was wrong. I just don't.
What do you think, Toni?
I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
Why y'all?
Now, Toni's pretty simple.
No,
Sensible.
She is, but
She's pretty sensible.
I respect Toni's point of view, man. I like hearing. I like the way she thinks, and I like hearing what she got to speak on things.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you for that. But realistically, I think he is well within his right to ask, for a sense of decency in his establishment, especially if he's trying to gear it toward a high-end establishment. I don't feel it should have been a public announcement if it was a condensed group. I felt there should have been, as a grown-up, there should have been a conversation note to the table. Hey, ladies, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate your energy. This is not what we do here. You know what I'm saying? I ask you to calm down, for the respect of the people and the respect of the space. Calm down. And then they can make that choice, I want to turn up. Okay, well, ladies, what I'm saying? You're more than welcome to exit. Take your checks and go ahead and leave my establishment. There's a decorum that comes with a standard that you're trying to set. So if you said, hey, I'm trying to make a restaurant that's supposed to have this type of bar, then you as an owner have to act that type. You don't have casino owners and people who are like, well, you got to dress up fancy. Those people don't come out, hey, you ain't supposed to be turning up in my place. This ain't it. That's not how they do. They tap you on the shoulder, follow me. And you go have a conversation however that needs to be done, or they move you outside and say, hey, we need to address this. Or, depending on the establishment, they just may call security to escort you on out the door, however, depending on the level of decorum that's in the space. So, I feel like he was wrong in the sense of the way he did it, absolutely, because the standard is not a crooked standard. If the establishment is high, his professionalism in treating the situation needs to be high as well.
I like the way she put that. For real. I agree with you for sure.
Yeah, I agree with Toni. I think that he's definitely not wrong in him wanting to have a certain standard, how it's established, how his business is ran, and how people are to conduct themselves while they, patronize his business. But I think the way that he went about it was a little bit sloppy, and it's probably because of just his frustration. It probably wasn't the first time he had to experience that, but it was just that moment, just like, I'm tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's the same tactfulness that you have to have with going to talk to your kid's teacher. You know what I mean? And your teacher may be unreasonable, or the school may be not handling something right. You can't go in there when you're ready to burn shit up like it's World War III. It's just not the way to go about handling it.
It's a certain etiquette.
You know, there's a certain etiquette, certain tactfulness. You know, like she said, decorum that you want to have. I think, like she said, addressing the issue, having them step to the side. You know, let me speak to them. If they can rectify it, you know, finish your meal, enjoy your time. I just want to bring that to your attention, and we can handle that. If they can't, and it's a big thing, then I didn't have to say, hey, we're gonna have to, you know, go ahead on and, you know, finish up, wrap this thing up, take your stuff to go. And the best way to handle people is like, you know what, I'm gonna comp the meal. Yeah. Because when you put somebody out and they still have to pay full price, it's like, well, I didn't get my full experience. So let me comp the meal. It's all good. You know, we put it in the waste section.
What do you think about what she said about he should have done it privately instead of publicly?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, instead of making a big thing, because nobody really wants to be ostracized, even when they're wrong. You know, nobody wants to be singled out in front of everyone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So, you know, just bring me to the side, put me to the side, let's have a conversation. If it's something I can handle and rectify at my table with my party, I will. If I can't, or if just some kind of way I just feel, you know, I don't like how you coming at me, then I think at that point you could take it to another level. You still don't have to get nasty. You have security. Police are going to do their job. People are going to make a fool of themselves anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
You see what I'm saying? I would then, you know, we live in a social media era. So I would then, you know, try to start making some commercials, you know, and try to start. See, a lot of our businesses don't have commercials.
That's true.
So you know, you see an Olive Garden and whatnot. It set the tone of your subconscious of what to do when I come here.
Right, it's a family establishment.
Family establishment. You know, you don't see turning up, and you don't see. You see what I'm saying? Like you, even that little quick little 60-second where they pan and they're talking about the specials, all the background ambiance. You seeing people eating, you know, delicate, you know, low lighting, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? Intimate, like it's just family, just like you by grandma's house. You're not about to do that by grandma's house unless your grandma live in the project. But other than that,
no, even at your grandma's house in the project, you're not finna do that. You finna go outside with all
that
because you ain't breaking her stuff. Because grandma in the project got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So my grandmother, she stays in the hood in Cleveland or whatever. And I remember one time being a little boy and I was helping out in the yard or whatever, and somebody randomly pulled up, got out the car, and you know didn't see us, walked on the side of the house and started peeing. My grandma chased him down with a knife. I'm like, look, that's not what you're doing around here. You know what I'm saying? Even though we might be in the hood, but at this spot,
people in the hood.
That's not what's going on.
Women in the hood sometimes mothers, good mothers, quality mothers. Cause I know y'all could be like, nah, not everybody. I know y'all. I know how y'all do it. But good quality moms, whether we're in the hood or not, we really just want the best for our children. Yes, y'all have people on the other spectrum that, you know what I'm saying, they really probably should not have had children, and it probably wasn't in their best interest. They just was loose as a goose, and the situation happened. But some good quality people, you know what I'm saying, circumstances, situations, there's some people out there who really want to be a good mom. You know what I'm saying? I want to protect the children. That's why when people want to give back, they want to give back to the hood. It's not because the adults in there are just great people. It's because I want to try to create some children and give them some positive light and some positive energies that they can come out of a bad situation.
No, I agree. Yeah, I'm from the hood, from the San Wall, New Orleans, downtown area, Ninth Wall. I didn't live in the suburbs, you know, and like we would move in and out, but really live in the suburbs until I moved out here. So for the most part of my life, my first 20 years was pretty much the hood. And it's a lot of stuff that my grandmother did that I just didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? You know, we had holes in the floor and shit like that, and she would put a rug over it. You know, we still had to sweep. My grandmother used to have us sweeping the curve. You know, you had a little build up of the debris, the rocks and papers and all that, this glass. We had to sweep the curve. We had to sweep and mop and broom wash the porch. You know what I'm saying? We had the brick porches and stuff like that, you know, so, and I just understand, like, man, this don't make sense. But guess what? It makes all the sense because now that I have my own place and I've been living on my own since 19, 20 years old, like I take care of my stuff. I don't dust as much as I need. I don't fold all the clothes when I need to. But, you know, I take care of my things. But it came because even sweeping when you got a hole in the floor, I would take the little rug and sweep the debris in the hole, and you could see outside ground. And I remember her getting on my ass about that. And in my mind, logically, is just saying, what's the point of getting a dustpan if I could just fucking sweep it in the hole, Grandma? And in her mind, it's like, first thing, you acknowledging it's a hole. You're disrespecting your house by thinking you could just sweep in the hole. Now, we may not be able to have the means and the resources to get it fixed.
But it's the floor.
But it's the floor. It ain't just a hole in the floor. And you're not going to not, treat it with a certain respect.
Right.
And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I think that now we're just so loose and free, and we have I think the times we live in now, the people mindset is they have that fuck you mentality.
They do.
But they very sensitive in doing so. Like I think we live in times where people are the most sensitively insensitive. Like they're sensitive about their feelings, but they give a fuck about yours. They give a fuck about you.
Can dish it out but can't take it.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And that's where we at with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, saying in comedy, like, there's some people that just can't take a good joke. I've seen hecklers try to heckle, and when you tear their fucking head off, them niggas lose their mind. They want to talk to you outside after the show is over with.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And we just live in that time where people think they have the right to tell you about you. That's the same thing with, like, Kevin Hart when he said about the new special that he did. You know, he was like, when he said that he think his daughter has whore tendencies or whatever. And he's like, you gonna call her, she's a little, you should do. He's like, it's fucking comedy.
Right, it's a joke.
Like, I've said that when I looked at my daughter and she was walking around and she wanted to wear leggings. Then my daughter, you know, they get to a point where they start wearing the little halter top pieces. And she was like, Daddy. And she took her first halter top because her big cousin was wearing it. And she posing with it. I'm like, man, that's some old shit. I don't want you wearing that with no leggings on.
Right.
And your stomach out. I don't want it. You know
it's
what I'm
terrifying.
Saying? Like my daughter got this thing, like she likes to lay on her stomach, and then some kind of way she likes to arc herself in a certain way. I'm just like, you can't lay like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
You can't lay like that. And she's like, why? Now I gotta whoop you. I gotta whoop you to submit, so you don't fucking get comfortable with laying. Every time you try to arc yourself to lay like this, you're gonna be like, nah, my dad gonna come out somewhere and whoop me. She gonna be old, probably doing some adult shit with a nigga, and you be like, girl, beat over. She like, cause my dad gonna come out the closet and whoop me.
You're right.
Nigga ain't even ready to go get no doggy style.
That might just bring in her older mind, like, this is a whooping position.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should make her submit to whoop. Now I got a daughter that's into the bondage and the whooping and shit. You feel me? Because I didn't whooped on her and she thought that was pleasurable. That's terrible.
Hey man, I'm telling you, man, it's with girls, it's inevitable that day's gonna come.
It's gonna come.
So you just gotta. What I did with my daughter, I just loved on her. I just tried to love on her and make sure she knew right from wrong, and just tried to raise her right. Yeah. And it worked. Cause now you know she's been with the same dude for like 3 years. He's a really good guy. Graduated school, in college. I'm like, okay, bet. Very protective of her. Real nice kid. You know what I'm saying? It's because I raised her to have morals and shit. But I mean, it's inevitable. They're going to get to that age and they're going to bring someone in your house like, hey, I like him. You're going to be like.
So how'd you deal when the first time when you recognized that she was no longer the virgin little daughter of yours? Around what age was that? Give or take.
I need you to process that. Let me play one song right quick.
Wow. He just brought back a dark moment in my life.
I know. That's why I feel like you need to process
I saw his eye twinkle. I think you want to cry.
I do.
So we're going to play the song of the night, and then we're going to go through this conversation because clearly this is one of Duke's mind, and we're going to have a good little moment here. The next song and the last song of the night is going to be True Imagination. The song is Imagination by True.
We lit!
Hello?
Hey, what's up, babe?
Hey, baby.
Where you at?
Just get out the shower.
Hey, drop this out.
You wanna see?
Yeah. Get that ready for me.
Come get it.
Let's get it started. I know that you want it. You're feeling my hands gripping all over your body. I lick my way down with no hesitation. know that you're loving this sweet sticky conversation. We going from the door to the wall, from the wall to the floor. And now we in the kitchen, baby. Watch me take it. Show me your mind, babe. We can go as long as you want. You don't have to fight it, babe. I'll say exactly what you want. Me and you, we can do all the things in your imagination. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know that I like it rough. Give me the sweetest, softest kisses while we fuck. Boy, close your eyes now. I get on top. My up and down motion got you moaning. Please don't stop. You know that I got you, babe. My grip won't let go. Your temperature's rising and your body now explode. Know that I'll take you there, ever you want. Whenever you need a fix, you know that you can call. Show me your mind, babe. We can go as long as you want. You don't have to fight it, baby. I'll say exactly what you want. Me and you, we can do all the things in your imagination. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Boy, you know how I put it down. Boy, you gripping on my waist through the in and out. Put my legs around your head, don't be silent now. Baby, tell me what you need, tell me where and how. Got me looking in your eyes, cause I'm looking back. Yeah, this kitty so good, but you spend the check. Got you jumping off planes on the private jets. Put my panties in your pocket, cause the drip is next. Baby, tell me what you need, and I does that. Every time you pull out, got the snapback. Baby, when you come around, don't it stay wet? Or you like it like show me your mind, babe. We can go as long as you want. You don't have to fight it, babe. I'll say exactly what you want. Show me your mind, babe. We can go as long as you want. You don't have to fight it, babe. I'll say exactly what you want. Me and you, we can do all the things in your imagination. Me and you, we can do all the things in your imagination.
Do you remember the question?
I do remember the question. Duke so politely asked, what was that moment then I realized that my little girl was now a woman? She wasn't a little girl anymore. First time it really hit me, Duke, man, she had graduated high school already. She was probably like her first year of college.
Okay.
And when she came over, it was her and the dude she'd been with for a hot minute. When she came over, they were like sitting on the couch. I was in the kitchen with my moms and shit. We was in there just cooling. And I looked over, and the way that they was hugged up on the couch was like we literally just smashed before we came in here. Like they was just all.
Did it make you feel like
They was just, you know when like it's all, you got that new love and you just smash, and now you around some people that don't know you smash, and you young and you like, oh, they don't know we was just fucking. So I looked over and they just had that look, bro, and like I kind of wanted to choke him. Like I wanted to swing on him or something, but I was like, nah. She's like 19-year-old young woman now. Like she did better than me. I had my first when I was 15. She ain't pregnant. She ain't out there tricking off. She got a good job. So I was like, but it hurt. It hurt a lot because I was like, she ain't a little girl no more. I can't tell her.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I can just advise her.
It just seemed like it just. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. You know
it's a tough day.
I don't know how I'm going to deal with it because you don't know when it's going to hit. You know, I remember a friend of mine. Well, actually, an old client of mine. He dealt with his daughter wearing like thongs and G-strings and stuff, and he was doing laundry. And when he did the laundry, he was like, "Damn, baby, like you losing weight, like you got small." She's like, "Nah, that's for your daughter." She's like, "What?" Like, what the fuck? Cause he was like, man, these bitches sexy. So he was giving props. As soon as she said it for his daughter, this some trifling whole shit.
I know he was sick.
It was, listen, he was like, yo, bro. He was like, yo, man, you ain't he all right? Shit, I ain't bet. So, you know, he texted like, and she eating it up. And she said, she didn't tell him till later in the day. She let him get all. She let him go and pay all the homage and pay all respect and give all praise to these panties. And then later in the day, she was like, "Oh, about the panties and stuff like that. That's for your daughter." And
that shit made my stomach hurt, bro.
He couldn't take it back. So exactly how he felt and interpret those panties is exactly in his mind. He felt like, well, and that's the thing. Is like, does the girl just want to wear that because if a lot of women say, well, you can't show your panty liner when you wearing fitting stuff, and that's disgusting. And I'm like, as a man, I'm like, no, it's not. As a man,
it doesn't bother you when you see them big drawers in the back, flipped up back there?
No, I'm not bothered. Like you just covering ass.
No, I ain't bothered either.
So when I hear women say that, I'm like, nah, that's just your way of wanting to wear sexy thong drawers and G-strings.
It's not. It is absolutely not. There are some men, maybe not the ones in this room. I don't know. You sound a little suspect about it because you did ask about the granny panties. However, there are some men who specifically want that. Like, I don't know why y'all are so into now today, but there are men out there that are opposite from you. They want their woman in a thong. They don't want you in no pants or no granny panties. They want you to be dressed up all the time.
I'm not saying that I don't want you to have granny panties. I'm just saying if I see it, I'm not like, you know.
There are some men who instantly tell their person they are unattractive just when they are chilling in their lounge clothes. There are men out there who are telling women, this is what I need you to have for me to be attracted to you.
No, I don't like flannel shit. There's something about when a
like
woman
the Paul Bunyan shit.
Yeah, the flannel shit. Like when a woman go to bed with that and the ruffles and shit. Man, you'll get this Little House on the Prairie garment off. Take this bullshit off, man.
House on the Prairie wears gowns.
That's what the fuck. That I can't stand.
Then Willy Wonka dripping.
Listen, you can't wear no moo gown. None of that shit. None of that shit. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you got to understand something. I already know once more kids come up out that body, your body's going to change. I know it. I get it. So you have to hold on to whatever ounce of sexy that you can hold on to. You know what I'm saying? Every woman ain't hitting the gym and busting out, 3 to 4 a week in the gym, an hour and a half, 90 minutes at a time. Like, so I get it. So, we might be a little bit loose in our angles and all that. You got to, I get it. But you can't, it's just some shit you just can't. So I feel you on that. But if a woman wears, boy cut, a high cut or anything like that.
Like boy shorts?
Yeah. Okay, you can wear anything and it's not, thongs, it's not, G-strings and shit like that. I'm not like, oh, that's disgusting, and to the degree how women say it. Women's like, oh no, that's just trifling. You don't do that. Like it's such a fucking disgust.
Also if you think about it, it's also like stemming from the days we had to wear slips and we had to wear stuff because we had to have that smooth look. It was unladylike to not have that smooth look. You can't look bumpy and frumpy as a woman. That's not a thing you're supposed to do. Okay. So therefore, while it's like, okay, well, it's supposed to have a certain sex appeal, technically, yes, it is. But it's not necessarily for you as a woman to be ladylike. You need to make sure your clothes are in a certain fashion. And lumpy and bumpy is not the look of an attractive, beautiful woman that you're trying to be.
No, I'm totally with it. But let's go back to the original statement. When you pull them clothes up out there washing and dryer, your sexy panties, and you think it's for your lady and it's really for your daughter, it hurts you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it, and that's one thing, just finding balance.
So what are you gonna do the first day you find your daughter?
That's tough.
Man, listen, it hurt me when my daughter wanted to wear leggings on. I said, well, put these pants on, Daddy. Like, no, these are comfortable. So she already know how to buy into the bullshit. She know I need to deliver it to me verbally. Like, and I can't fuss with her. I can, but I just don't want to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to understand where she's at. And, and then, man, I'm telling you, when she was so excited when she wore her first halter top, I was like, man, my left eye twinkled, man. I was like, oh,
it's terrifying, bro.
I had to look up. I had to look up and hold it. I couldn't blink. If I had blinked, it would just fucking, the well would have broke. The well would have broke. So, I don't know, man. It's just, like you said, just love on them. Just love on them and teach them good game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
That's
I'm
what
saying?
you really got to do. You got to teach them the game.
Yeah.
You got to tell them that there are grimy dudes out there. Not all of them, but they are out there. Like, dude, you realize probably 90% of the comedians that know me have never even seen my daughter. If I pulled up my daughter on Instagram right now, you'd know exactly why. Right. No one, I don't show anyone my daughter because I done showed my daughter to people. They're like, oh, damn it, now I got to fight you. What's that?
Now I want to see your daughter.
That's sick. You shouldn't have done that.
See that? Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't maybe. Because next thing you know, she cheating on her dude with an Abraham Lincoln beard. And he flying to L.A. because he ain't going to be here in Atlanta. He's flying out that she like Miami, she going to love L.A.
This is exactly why. All right.
I was just saying, what you saying?
Show Toni and we going to believe based off of how Toni said, oh my God, she's pretty.
Based on my reaction, what if I be like...
Sorry, my phone is broken as hell. I ran over it.
It is a little suspect.
In your cool ass car.
Yeah.
Shout out to Keith Vance and his Mustang.
Like, so she is really gorgeous. She's Instagram model status.
Yeah. And you won't be seeing.
But she also has Instagram model photos, so I'm just saying.
Yeah, she does. She does. And that was very devastating as well when she first started doing her little gram stuff. It was devastating.
It hurt you.
It did. Because, I mean, she wasn't full-blown thotting it up, but, I mean, there are some provocative pictures of her, and she's just in bikinis and stuff, but, you know, she's like, I'm just in a bikini, Dad. You tripping.
I got a question. I know we only got a few minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel if your daughter got OnlyFans?
I would beat her ass. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I would straight up, well, maybe not me, but I would definitely find some of my hood ass female friends. She wouldn't even know why she getting beat up. She would just come out of somewhere
you need to tell her,
and
she's
start
still
getting.
Gonna be like, dang, I'm hurt. Now I need more money, so I gotta work hard on my money because I done got beat up, and now I gotta get my body back right.
Now, once you scar that face up and you gotta put too much foundation.
Nah, I would tell him like to roll up on her and beat her with like a pillowcase of oranges. So she don't get no bruises or nothing. She's just getting beat with oranges for no reason.
She's gonna get bruised.
She's Filipino and black, bro.
She's like,
so she's pretty. She's pretty. Look how he looking.
So,
and he likes it. You know he young. He just got a stretch face.
I know he young.
He just got a stretch face. He ain't number 24. He ain't number 24.
I remember one time we pulled in a different part of Japan or Okinawa.
Mm-hmm.
And for my birthday, they took me out to this nice surf and turf place. Steak, seafood, all that.
Mm-hmm.
And the waitress, I can't even describe it.
She almost married you. Y'all almost got married.
She just looked a certain type of way. So I asked her, you know, because she's Japanese. I said, hey, you look black. Like, what's going on? She said, my daddy was Jamaican, my mother was Japanese.
Yeah.
And I was just looking like, damn.
Her mother was from Manila, Philippines.
Yeah, like you cold. Like that's a crazy mix.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people don't see that.
You want to take that back to the States with you? Why didn't you? Why didn't you bring you one back to the States?
Why didn't I?
Yeah.
Because personally, man, I'm just at that moment in that space.
He was too wild. He didn't want to be like that.
He didn't want no accountability.
I wasn't too wild.
He didn't want to be responsible for another human being.
He was whoring.
He was whoring.
I'm bringing from the States. You gotta take care of him.
Slinging eggplant.
I did handle my business in Brazil. I'm gonna say that. I did handle
with my people.
How much business?
A lot of Brazilian.
Toni claimed Brazilian. Toni black ass is from.
Why'd it get so quiet, bro?
Black ass is from the north part of Atlanta. Okay.
The south side.
Maybe farther north to South Carolina.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? She was a country little girl walking barefoot. Like, don't believe it. But nah, that's cool though, bro. That's cool. I don't think I've ever dealt with too many foreigners. Probably had a Caucasian woman. Not as many as Keith Vance has had. That guy there.
I like all women, just to put that out there. I like all women.
You like tranny women?
What's up?
You like tranny women?
No, those aren't women. Well, wait, I mean, yes.
Whoa!
Wait
a minute.
They're women. No.
Chicks with dicks.
He wasn't
Chicks with dicks. I like all women. Chicks with dicks.
No,
that's terrible. Have you had that yet on these dating apps? Have you had a tranny try to pursue you?
No, I haven't. I'm pretty good at finding them. I'm pretty good at like weeding them out, especially because they be out there. But you gotta look at them pictures, man. You gotta really look at them. I be zooming in.
Have you ever been catfished?
I have 2 times. I pulled up in one girl. She know damn well that was a picture of her when she was 3, because she did not. She weighed a lot more than she did in this picture.
I had a chick
catfish.
catfish.
One of my friends. She was on the dating app or whatever. And when she went to meet a guy, he was thin in his photos, but not so thin when she met him.
She was big.
I had a catfish. Young lady met me at Chili's. When she got out the car, I was like, okay, in her face, she looks like the picture. But clearly the picture, which made me start looking at pictures a little bit differently.
Oh yeah.
It was a, you know,
pay attention to backgrounds too.
Background, and you know, sometimes you can tell the time of the picture with the outfit, you know, or wherever they are,
or the calendar in the background that says 04.
Yeah,
and you're like, wait a minute.
So what I did, bro, is like straight up, you know, because I think she was coming from the Marietta area or whatever. And I was just like, you know what, man? I just gave her like $25, like off rip. And she was like, well, you know, she was like, oh, nah, I don't need no money. Like, you know, like I can pay my own food. I was like, nah, we're not even eating.
Podcast called the What They Don't Tell You podcast with the B Squad backstage. I would love to have y'all on there at some point. Maybe I can interview y'all.
Yeah, we'll try to set it up.
But yeah, you can follow me on all social media. Pretty much just Keith Vance. I got a bunch of shows coming up. Feed Me Funny. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have any Feed Me Funny?
Feed Me Funny is actually coming back in February of next year. You know, the COVID. You met Hazel, didn't you?
Right.
Remember Old School?
Yeah.
She doing good. She was like, look, you know, I can't be done. You know, she's Irish or whatever, Scottish. So we bringing it back next year. You know, I'm going to bring you out again. We're revamping it, changing the logo up a little bit. It's all coming back. Cool. And yeah, I really appreciate y'all bringing me on. This was real fun.
Hey, man, we appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for coming in. And remember, today, tomorrow, and always stay living in today's time because... Why are you playing me like that?
We lit!
Yeah. It's lit. It's lit. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, it's lit. It's lit. It's lit. And like it ain't lit. L.I.T.T. L.I.T.T. And like it ain't lit. Yeah, it's lit. It's lit. It's lit. It's lit. And like it ain't lit. L.I.T.T. L.I.T.T. And like it ain't lit. Yeah, we 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 lit. It's lit. Cut the radio up. Grab the phone when the live on. This the latest station in the nation. Get your mind blown. Monday from 9/11, causing hectic 9/11. You ain't heard about from word of mouth. Come here, let me tell you. Got Toni on the mic, good celebrity at ATL, and we got Duke plus my dog Omar as well. It's a lituation every time you cut the station on. It's the lit network here, but we taking off.